Hello and welcome to another episode of Rime of the Frostmaiden here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, and joining me tonight is the intrepid party that recently went into a Duergar fortress and not only kicked a ton of butt, but also captured their leader and are in the process of hog-tying him and dragging him back on a broken dog sled into the town of Konig. Let's go ahead and meet them right now. Let's start in reverse order with Hayden. Sorry,
hello.
I caught you off guard.
I was like, I just dropped all my D4s. Hi. I'm Hayden Davio, and I am playing Lysithian Callisto, the Moon Elf Wizard. I keep wanting to say Druid, but I know that is not the case. I just have Callie on the brain.
You're just jelly.
Speaking
You're
of...
not ready for this jelly.
OTP. OTP.
Nah.
Nah.
I mean,
You could be a bickering old married couple, though.
doing that. That's cool.
We're already that.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, why commit? So, hello, Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Callie Thornhill, the halfling druid, who turns into a big ass wolf.
That's true. The ass wolf, the deadliest of the wolves.
Oh yeah.
And the thickest.
I mean, Callie wears a lot of furs, so you might not have seen what she's got going on here, but she's short but mighty.
What's your carrying capacity for all of that junk in your trunk?
Unfortunately, not much.
Okay.
She's matched out her carrying capacity with all that junk in her trunk.
Oh, that's too bad. You can't even pick up that one copper coin. The wolf fur just splits.
Oh no.
Helps explain the 10 that she has for strength.
Oh, baby.
So let's talk about Big Stronk now. Hello, Robin.
Hello, everybody. I am Vistra Dankiel. I will nail this accent the first time eventually.
You went southern there for a moment.
I'm so sorry. Vistra's accent might be all over the. Nope, we're just not gonna.
Yeah, just don't worry about it.
X.
If you know what, I believe
hit him with my
in you.
X. Hit him with my X.
X's and O's.
X's and O's. The mountain dwarf barbarian who likes to smash things.
Nice.
But she got smashed last time.
And speaking of things that like to smash things, hello, Mike.
Hey guys, I'm Mike, and tonight I am playing Katarina Firestring. She's our human bard.
Nice. All right, so everybody, you're going to be starting off with a point of inspiration, but also the chat has some special abilities now that I programmed in. Did we have these last time? Because our schedule got all mixed up and I forgot everything about the last week.
I think we had some of them.
So,
I don't think we had all of them yet, but I can't remember if the additions were just World of Darkness ones.
there are quite a few ones. So people can do things like spend channel points to replenish points of inspiration, to make scenes more dramatic, to help you figure things out, or to offer names for things. Now, I will say that given that this is a pre-made module, the names will probably be for like random NPCs and for just various oddities if you use them for Rime, if you want to pay that much for them. That's much more useful in our homebrew campaign, because I know I'll forget and not cross out every version of a name in a book. But all of the other ones are super good to go, and inspiration's really helpful. And I just wanted to reward that people would actually be able to spend their points, because I don't know about you, but I'm in a lot of streams where I've got like thousands and thousands of points, and they've got like no things chosen, and I'm like, oh, just hang on to these for later. All right. So last time on Rime of the Frostmaiden, your characters, as I said earlier, went into a Duergar fortress, managed to survive and to capture its, well, you killed everybody, but you captured the one guy, so that's good. And then...
He showed restraint.
You showed restraint on the one guy. But as you did that,
bite him.
What was that?
I didn't bite all the way through.
You did not bite all the way through.
He sounded like he was surrendering, so I waited to check. And sure enough.
All right, so you managed to capture him after discovering that there was a Duragar plot to harm the 10 towns in some way. He was ranting and raving about his father. You found a note, apparently from his brother, who said that there was a frozen ferry in East Haven, which was acting as a new base, potentially. And also, you found some strange shards of that weird crystalline mineral, Chardalian. With all of that and the rest of the loot that you've had. Now, did all of you have all of the... Did you guys write down all of the stuff you got last session?
I believe I got everything written down, but...
Sounds good.
I'll have to check.
Yeah, let's check. Did that include all of like the stuff from their armory?
I believe so, but let me double check.
Okay.
I have a lot of notes already. Let's see. I wrote down found the black crystal, the Chardalian, the 2 suits of scale mail, the
Dwarf
4
size.
javelins, 2 climbing kits, and 4 mess kits is all I got down.
Okay, let me double check and see. And then there were a bunch of coin, but you already wrote down coin. Yeah, I think... I mean, you technically could have taken all of their war picks and stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly, war picks... How much is a war pick worth, actually?
I don't know. I'd have to reach
Oh,
up
either
and
way.
grab my PHB, but I don't feel like it.
Yeah, mine's on the shelf, too. I feel you.
Mine's like right there, but I can't reach it.
Yeah, it's... Life is hard.
Life is so hard.
So besides that, you also had the stolen items from Caer-Konig. You also had a stack with 3 daggers, a set of woodcarver's tools, a set of navigation tools, a fishing tackle, and a potion of healing. So those are things. I don't know if you had those, but...
No, I didn't write those down.
Okay. Well, you do
I
now.
think Lysithian should probably take the potion of healing.
Yeah.
I'm
Give
just
that-
a little squishy.
Yeah.
I have 24 hit points. It's fine.
little bit.
24 is a lot for a 3rd level wizard. It's fine.
Oh, thank you
Wait,
so much,
You
Jodo.
have 24?
So
24, because I rolled maximum on my fucking hit dice.
war picks are 5 gold apiece, so 250 if you sell them.
Ooh.
So if you wanted to, there are, I believe, 6 war picks that you can grab. You might as well.
Yeah.
And I also just wanted to say real quick that we have someone who is in the chat right now and is just heading out. Phoenix Waki, good luck on running Rime of the Frostmaiden episode 1 tonight.
Get it!
Ooh.
Get it, you're one of us. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
One of us.
Do the weird lost speaker in the Blizzard thing that I made up. That's a fun one.
That was good.
It was good. It was tone setting. I like that. All right. So with that, is there anything else you're doing in the Dwarven Fortress before you head back?
No, I just want to get the fuck out of here.
That's what I assumed. All right. So with that, it is not terribly long before you find yourself coming in just before the early dusk. It's just before 2nd bell in the afternoon, and you make your way into the edge of Caer-Konig. Your 2 dog sleds and some rope that you found, basically like lassoing and trailing the other, mostly broken dog sled. The track still surprisingly intact. Behind you as you go. The dwarf that you captured, whose name is... Did he ever tell you his name?
Yeah, he told us we know his brother's name. We don't
Yeah.
know his.
So he'll mostly stay quiet, but if you ever call him by his brother's name, he will sharply correct you and say, Nildar! My name is Nildar! In Dwarven. Which probably sounds like Nildar, Mochblach, Nildar! Because they're Klingons, you know how it is.
I was gonna say Klingons.
Ashnuk Padar. Alright. And with that, you find yourselves sledding into the side of Caer-Konig. After lashing your dogs up, or putting them inside, I guess, inside of the inn, you will quickly be met by Torvis. Pardon me, Trovis. I always do that with Trovis. I don't know why. Trovis will come out, coming up to you and smelling much fresher than he did the previous night. Who's the dwarf? He says, gesturing down to the Duragar who's lashed up to your sleds.
He's the guy who's been stealing everything.
Duragar. Huh. Makes sense. Alright, tell you what. Do you have the lantern?
Got the lantern. Here you go.
Excellent. And he'll take it and he'll just hang it back from its hook. Alright. It's a good start. Come inside. Let me buy you a drink for your trouble.
Not opposed to that.
Although I suppose...
No, keep him tied up in the cold. It's what he deserves.
Yeah, but...
Losing a few toes won't hurt him.
Alright. Sure. So he'll take you inside, and we'll buy you a drink, and we'll ask you all of the main points of your adventure. He wants to know everything. In fact, for as loud of a lout as he normally is, when there is adventure afoot, or something like that, he really wants to hear the story. He leans across the table on his silver elbows. And... So you snuck in through the well. Then what?
Oh boy, got in through the well, and then, it really wasn't that big a deal. There was a decaying ogre zombie in the cage with some goats, and whenever, he would, try to get at the goats, and he would, rah, kind of thing,
Like a dead one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was,
dead.
Undead. It was very odd. But we found in another room there were these spores in these cages where they were keeping people, and they were it's like the spores made them
They were
undead.
experimenting on the tribesfolk.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, they were experimenting on people, and it made them undead with these spores.
For what reason?
We don't know.
Doc tropes.
Durgar will Durgar, I suppose.
I suppose they will.
Mhm.
How many of them were there?
Oh, like
goodness.
20.
There were a lot. We took most of them down. There were some giant ones where as the more we hurt him, the more his head inflated. It was very weird.
As you say that, one of the sisters who runs the inn, the younger one, Allie, is... Oh my god, really? I've never heard
Yeah.
of such a thing. They're dwarves. She holds a hand up roughly at Vistra's head level. But they get big?
It was he just was just look at Vistra and pretend that she is the same but bigger.
Same but bigger.
They got
Really,
mad and
really
they got
fucking
bad.
big. Yeah.
I mean,
they
he
got
was
mad,
probably
and
using
then-
some sort of weird modified enlarged person.
Probably. I don't
Potion?
personally know that spell yet, but I do want to learn it.
I've heard stories that they can do that.
Oh, they're also invisible.
Oh yeah, no, they were also invisible. I kind of
Yeah,
forgot
that one's
about
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was interesting.
But
By
we
the way-
fought them very valiantly and single-handedly killed them, most of them, except for going.
Except for the
there.
one, but he's going to lose some toes. But I feel like he deserves it.
Probably.
You were heroes.
You tied him up tight, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty fucking tight.
Who
so.
tied him up? Out of character. Who tied him up?
Wasn't
Oh,
me.
Yeah, I will.
Callie, he was
Not Callie?
old.
Okay, can you give me a sleight of hand roll? And you can use advantage because you had time to really focus on this.
Ooh. character.
Give me your bondage roll.
24.
Okay, so my DC is 24. Roger. Because I sure hit like a 12.
Yeah, he can't beat Katarina's zeal with ropes.
Oh, can Vistra go out and just like knock him unconscious again?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Make him go sleep?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
So you just walk outside. You can see the sled has scooted a couple of inches one direction from struggling. And in Dwarven, he'll look at you. You could not, and then you're just gonna knock him out.
Yeah.
Mid-sentence.
Yep.
You could not, father. My father.
And then she goes
and
and checks the ropes again, being like, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty. They're solid. Katarina knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
You brought back the goats and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in my book, it makes you heroes. You're welcome in Caer-Konig whenever you come through. And I'll always have at least one cup waiting for you. Maybe even a drinking game we can play together.
Oh, I'm sure some of us would love a drinking.
Oh
game.
yeah.
I'll give it another go.
Not tonight, though. I've got a bit of a headache.
I have no
That's
idea
fair,
why
that
that
happens.
Would be.
Must be the pillow they have upstairs. It's so lumpy. Ow.
Must be.
You're the lumpy
Yeah.
one, Allie says, slapping him on the shoulder.
Ooh, what's going on there?
Not a good idea to insult your hosts.
It's not a good idea to hit your town speaker.
I'd like to make an insight check as to what is going on between those two.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me just double check my insight modifier, because that's already pretty good. 21.
21? You know, nothing's happened yet. But he's a little old. Like, he's a little, like, she's in her 20s and he's in his 40s. But he's kind of like for a Dragonborn, not half bad, actually. Like, he's got, like, kind of dragon dad bod.
Got a little touch of the silver fox going on, but
Oh,
literally
I mean, he's
silver
all
this time.
silver fox.
But literally silver
Got
this
a little
time.
touch of, like, what is that, like the tarnished fox?
Ooh.
Oh.
No, I couldn't remember how old each of them was.
Well, he's like, they
But
don't
also
really.
Dragonborn.
I'm gonna say that she's probably pushing late 20s. We're gonna pump that back a little. And he is. It says that he's a retired adventurer, so I'll say he's like probably like early 40s.
Technically, you go to retire from venturing in like your 30s.
That's true. If you're good at it, you're good at it. And Dragonborn live about the same length
course
as
you get
normal
hit really
as
hard.
humans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's probably about 10 to 15 years her senior,
Yeah, that's
but not in a creepy way.
better.
I don't know. There's some flirtation going on, but you think he might be a little thick. She knows what's going on, though. Like, she's on top of this.
So, like,
I'm just
Platinum
going to
Fox. Thank you,
like,
Streamlord Dave.
so when she's ready for it, basically,
He'll be
instead
dead.
of dumping him in a guest bedroom, she's just gonna dump him in hers.
Welcome to a different version of Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and
Listen.
Daddies.
Dungeons and Daddies, welcome to my playroom.
Okay, you know
Thank
what?
you,
You're
Daddy
never
DM.
gonna live down that Daddy DM tag at this
I've
rate.
started getting YouTube comments now. Daddy DM's pretty cute. Like, oh god. More, but no.
Oh, I love it. Okay, that's
I
all I
love it.
wanted
Okay.
to know.
Alright, so that's what you get from it, and Trovis will That's really good work. If there's anything else that I can do for you, let me know. I've got you.
Keep it in mind.
Where are you, we're headed next?
Caer-Dineval.
Oh, those assholes.
Assholes?
Oh,
Do tell.
Oh, Caer-Dineval? Oh, just because they still have a working castle. Ooh, look at us. We've got a real castle. A real tourist attraction. Not a pile of rocks. Assholes.
Well, piles
Also,
of rocks can still tell you things. So.
they've got a pile of rocks, too.
Oh
Well,
no, they sound like douchebags then.
The real douchebags. Ew.
Yeah,
You
you
know
tell 'em.
what? Their speaker, Kranich. We have a word for him around here.
And that word is
Asshole. He's also an asshole. He's just, you know, he's the speaker of town asshole.
So they speak from their ass, is what you're talking about.
Basically, that's what Dineval means. It means from the ass in High Elven.
As someone who is High Elven, it doesn't.
Look, you wouldn't have believed Draconic, so just. Yeah, okay, fine. That's not exactly what it means, but the sentiment is there. Okay? Look, they're just very, very stuck up about themselves. Although, I suppose I shouldn't speak bad. Kranik's a blowhard, but I hear he's been sick recently, and I don't wish him ill. I just kind of wish him, I don't know, a hemorrhoid or something. Like, just something, a nuisance.
Yeah.
Minorly ill.
Like a pimple that you cannot pop, that is like at the base of your spine, but you can't get it yourself.
Or one of those ones that's actually inside your ear.
Oh no, those are the worst. I don't get those, but I know people who have.
What are we talking about?
No, when you get like a pimple
or something.
Oh, those weird lumps you guys get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really get them, but I know that like human folk usually do.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I'm only 21, so I got them a ton not too long ago.
Oh, you're such a baby.
Little bit.
Huh. Got a few hundred years on you.
And what do they feel like? I guess just bad, right?
They just feel really shitty, apparently.
And they look really shitty, too.
Guess you don't get scale rash, though, so there's that.
It might be similar, I'm guessing. Kind of a nuisance.
Yeah, fair enough. What lovely dinner conversation you're having, Allie says as she swoops around, putting bowls of chowder down in front of you.
You know it, honey.
Well, as promised, you can take up to a week here to relax and recuperate. It's not like anybody else is using those beds, so, I mean, use them gently. But use them as much as you want. And as she is saying that, you're going to hear some boots coming down the stairwell, and that is when you're going to see Garrett and his halfling friend, Perilu, coming down, dressed up, basically just in kind of cold weather gear, but not like expedition gear. And as they round the corner, they'll smile and wave at you and come down to some bowls of chowder. Thought I'd heard you come down. Good. Are you, you made it back okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's really good to hear. Boy will race down the stairs as well and lick up any remaining chowder in Lysithian's bowl. And then we'll just run around sharing that chowder with everyone via doggy kisses.
Oh, gross.
Oh, buddy. Butter?
Callie will just give him scritches.
He's the baby boy. He can eat as much of my chowder as he wants.
My room's overhead, so I couldn't help but hear the word Caer-Dineval. You're headed down there?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Okay. When are you heading out?
Probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning?
If you don't mind, we'll travel with you that far, and then I want to get making it back home. My husband must be worried sick.
How you feeling?
Thanks to
better?
you. Thanks to you, like I've got another 40 years.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Maybe 50. If he
you're
doesn't
lucky.
kill me when I get home.
Yeah. So maybe you have like maybe a few hours left on.
I should probably make the most of it then. At least the chowder's good. Best in the city. Only in the city.
Doesn't
But
mean
also-
it's not best. It's a damn good bowl of chowder.
Everybody takes a spoon.
Callie will just give him a look of like,
Well. And with that, were you talking about anything else? Or is it going to be an early night for you?
Probably just an early night and go back to just reading the new spell books that I got and just studying as much as I can.
Sounds good. What about the rest of you?
Vistra is curious. She's gonna go outside and try and nature check for a snowy owl anywhere nearby.
For Snowy Owl, go ahead and make a nature tech. Go ahead.
Okie dokie.
And just reminding you guys, you hit level 3, so you all have taken the downtime to pick your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mike, you got your college?
Oh, I don't yet.
What? You gotta go to college, man. Get that degree.
Get that degree.
You can't be a stripper forever. I guess you could.
Yeah, totally. It is a valid career path.
It is. Yeah, no shade, actually. But
15?
Katarina's going to school.
That is, yeah, true.
What'd you get? 18?
15.
All right, so actually, as soon as you head outside, you will see perched atop the sled is a snowy owl, kind of looking around at the unconscious, slightly bleeding Duragar and making owl noises. I don't know what an owl. Screech!
Snowy owls just kind of churn.
Okay,
They don't actually hoot. Not really.
And it will turn and look at you. And you'll lock eyes with it for a moment. Feeling a primal connection beginning to form between you and the owl.
Wait, what?
Well, you're not there. You're inside.
Yeah, you're inside. I'm having a moment with
You're
an
inside.
owl.
She's having a moment with an owl. Let it happen. You gotta
I kind of
ease
like
into it.
gesture, ask for a feather. Be like, may I have these?
Ow.
The owl will actually like hop a couple of inches forward on the side of the sled and will look like it's kind of scratching itself, like tucking its head under its wing, and there will be just a moment when the owl like jerks its head back. A single white feather is in its mouth. And then it just leans up and offers it at you.
Take it.
As you do, you will feel the strength and nobility of this proud northern bird kind of infuse itself with you. You realize that there is so much more to nature and to your natural connection to the world than you once thought. Plus, it'll make a cool thing for your like hair, probably. Have like a little hair dangling. You need a headband now with one of those things.
I know.
It'd be good.
Amazon.
No, barbarian.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll have that. The owl will look at you for just a moment and then turn and take flight, vanishing into the white expanse of the encroaching darkness. What else do you do? Or do you head back inside? Do you?
I think at that point, she kind of Visser just goes to bed because she's kind of hit, and she's definitely feeling the wounds of battle.
Sounds good. Callie, what are you doing?
I think she's just gonna hang out and chat. Just
Okay.
kind of.
So you have a
catch
nice
up on
night.
the local news.
You have a nice night. You're well fed. The local news is pretty dim, actually. Like, there's not much that makes it all the way out here. Although, why don't you go ahead and make me a charisma investigation roll.
Oh.
What is it?
My brand new dice rolled that one.
Oh no.
That sounds about right. It needs to like you first.
This set so far is not too thrilled with my ownership.
Okay.
Pretty.
Pretty, but a bit of a bitch.
A little bit.
You gotta
So-
earn it.
Out of all of the conversation, you'll mostly hear a bunch of, like, just a bunch of gossip, actually. You know, oh, did you hear about Joe down at the, Joe, the local carpenter down at the pub? Yeah, well, you should hear what Dee was doing. They were just, just acting the fool and causing trouble. But that's nothing compared to what Kinney was doing. Oh, Kinney. Kinney's the troublemaker, really. Okay? Borrowed a cup of sugar and didn't return it type of thing. I'm just randomly picking people from the chat to be using random gossip. And then in the middle of it, there will be like one little nugget you'll pick up on, and that's have they burned that wizard yet? Well, that was quite a shift. Yeah, well, I'm just wondering, did they burn the wizard that they caught in East Haven yet? I haven't heard anything about that. I think that we would have heard if they burned a wizard. You don't burn a wizard every day. He's not anymore.
Well, why are they gonna burn a wizard?
Because he's evil. You know, you burn the evil ones. The good ones, you hire and make friends with. I mean, it's not just because they're... What?
What do you do?
Did he do?
I mean, if he's evil, what did he do?
I don't rightly know, actually. Probably hurt some people, transform people into frogs.
I mean...
Maybe he's in cahoots with the Frostmaiden.
Why risk him getting away? Just kill him!
Yeah, they're gonna kill him, but they're gonna kill him with fire.
But just...
Actually, that's probably it. That's probably why they're killing him with fire. He's probably in cahoots with the Frostmaiden. If they burn him, they can't be reunited.
Yeah, but why don't you just chop his head off? So that you're sure he's dead at first, so he can't get out of the cage or whatever they've got him in, and then
Like your
burn the
style.
parts.
Did you serve with the Iron Shield Company too? Because that was our motto. Chop their heads off before things get complicated.
No. I'm actually from down south and got trapped up here 2 years ago.
Oh.
I've adapted very well. And honestly, I spend most of my time out there in the forest.
The forest is nice.
It
A little
really
dangerous,
is.
though. Little thing like you, be a snack for a Craig cat.
I already killed 2 Craig cats just the other day.
Maybe they're the snacks for you.
I think so.
And, Katarina, what are you doing?
She's probably gonna go down to the pub and perform.
Okay, give me a performance check. Let's see how well you do while you're down there.
Can I just make a note of something I thought right as we switched over?
Yeah.
I still had 1 wild shape left for the day. So I think she was just gonna back up and go, yeah, no, I think I snack on them, and then boom.
Just turn into a direwolf for no good reason.
Yeah, for like just for a couple seconds, just enough for them to like recognize.
Okay,
And then
boy
turn
is
back.
going to yelp and run under the table.
Oh, buddy! Like he's already met me that way.
Yeah, but you surprised him. He rolled a 2 on his
Aw.
surprise check.
Oh no.
She's gonna stick her head under the table and be like,
He's
"What's
gonna lick
wrong
you.
with you? You always saw me do that. Here."
He gives you that look that dogs give you when you like jump out of a hiding space at them. Where like, oh you. Dogs are the best people. All right. So you make your way over to the bar, and you spend some time down in the Hook, Line, and Sinker, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And because that's not an easy name to forget. When you're in the Hook, Line, and Sinker, what do you do for your performance? Talk about your performance and tell me what you got.
So firstly, I rolled an unnat 20.
A natural 20. Yes, an evil 20.
Yes.
A
An
dirty
evil
20.
Ooh, dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
She's just gonna have a bit of fun. Not really perform anything too crazy, but just have some fun.
Some nice fiddle music, basically. Just a little bit of dancing tunes or some drinking tunes.
Yeah, like she's not really, because she already has free accommodation, so she's not really trying to get that much out of it. She's just having fun.
That sounds good. All right, so with an unnatural 20, what I will do, let's find out how much gold you get.
I do like gold.
Actually, you know what? You're going to do really, really well for this small town. You're going to pick up 4 gold coins.
Ooh.
11 silver pieces. And 18 copper pieces.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dang.
You actually did very, very well. All right.
Neat.
And you'll pocket that. Basically, you're the newest entertainment they've had in weeks. They are just having the worst run. Now, is anybody out there with you? Or are you just by yourself? Did anybody tag along?
No, I'm upstairs reading because I just want to study all my new spells that I got.
That's fair. Okay.
I guess if I was I at the place we're sleeping or at the inn?
You were at the inn.
The inn, not the bar. Okay.
Inn, not the bar. So, no big.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll have a good time out there, actually. And you'll head back in, and you all will do the one thing that adventurers love more than gold. You'll long rest.
Yay!
Oh, fucking bless.
Need it.
Bless up.
Spell slots!
Give me my new spells.
All right,
HP, I need you.
Oh, and I think I know what college I'm going to take as well.
which one are you going with?
Eloquence.
Oh, is that what's that from? Is that a core one? Or is that
I don't think so.
Is that Unearthed Arcana?
It was one that you sent me. Here, I'll send you the link.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
College of
Boom, there you go.
That might be Xanathar.
Yeah, it was a link that you sent me, so.
College of Eloquence. Oh, it's from Mythic.
Eloquence?
It's from Theros.
Yeah, I was gonna say Eloquence is Theros.
Unsettling Words, Unfailing Inspiration. Yeah, if it's in published material or on Unearthed Arcana, I have no problem with it. Like, I'm not even going to glance at it. So take a look at it, and we're going to run with those rules tonight. And if for some reason you really don't like it later on Katarina, you can change it by next session. And that includes Robin, you as well, because if you don't like the totem one, basically you're both pretty new players to D&D, so test drive. We'll just retcon it was a wolf that gave you its feather or something. The wolf scratches itself, comes out with a feather. Like,
You just found a feather.
why was that wolf perched on that cart?
That was a weird sight, guys.
She was roll drunk. She was roll drunk.
Visceral was real drunk.
Your wolf totem is Moon Moon.
Oh God! I can hear the rocks.
Moon Moon. All right. The next morning comes, and shortly afterward, the dawn. Well, actually, depending on what time you wake up, a long time afterwards, because the dawn doesn't come until 10 o'clock in the morning. And it's brisk. You say your goodbyes to people, hellos to your traveling companions, bind your dogs up together, and are you doing anything in town before you head off, or is it just across the tundra?
Sell the X's? The pics?
Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
like
Frozen
something.
Far Expeditions is happy to. So you'll make a stop by there in the morning, and as you enter the front door, Jartha is just unlocking it when you show up. Oh, hello. Good to see you. Come on in. I'm guessing you've got some things. I heard that you
Yeah.
managed to go and take out some Durgar.
Yeah, it was fun.
And just to cap that off, after your conversation with Trovis, he would have taken him and locked him up in the jail cell that the town has, the singular jail cell, and thanked you for your trouble. Unless you want to hang on to the prisoner for some reason.
No.
No.
Nope.
Throw him out and throw away the key.
All right. So heading in to the Frozen Far Expeditions, you'll see that there is a tall, very kind of rugged-looking human man in his probably late 30s named Atnas Swift, standing behind the counter. He's very kind of Viggo Mortensen kind of vibing there. As you walk in, good to see you. You've done good work around town. What do you have? I'm willing to buy all of it off you at a slightly inflated rate for your troubles.
War picks.
Sure, we have lots of ice picks.
Yeah.
So, what are you selling him?
Well, we have these javelins that we found, that we could sell. We have 4 of them. I say we keep our mess kits because those are very helpful for us.
Those are very
let's-
useful.
Yeah. No kidding. And when you find them for free, it's even better.
We got 6 war picks.
Yeah, we have 6 water picks. We have 2 climbing kits. Do we want those, or are we good?
I was gonna keep one.
And
going to keep
one
one?
might be good.
Okay, so you each have one. So let's sell you 4 javelins and the 6 picks.
All right, 4 javelins. He will start tallying things up on his abacus, which is me looking through D&D Beyond real quick for how much a javelin's worth.
That is very fair.
Because, once again, I will grab my book on the break because I forgot to get it when I started game.
Oh no.
It is what it
That's
is.
okay. That's why D&D Beyond is there.
We also have the
Javelin.
2 scale mail. Do we want to sell those?
Oh yeah, no, we have the scale mail. I can't wear it, so does somebody
can't
else
wear
want it? You can or can't?
I can't.
Okay.
I can, but
Alice?
it does nothing for my AC. My AC is higher than what I'd be wearing with the scale mail,
Oh, yeah.
so for me,
Yeah,
I
so-
don't need it.
Yeah, I'm good. I have my chainmail, so
Don't
if
really
someone
like
wants
wearing metal.
Yeah, no, I have my elven chain, so if we want to sell the 2 scale mails too, that'd be great.
Yeah.
How'd you start off with Elven Chain?
Oh, it's the only thing that it would let me put on me. So
Oh, but it's like quite expensive.
it was like in my fucking shit when I was
For-
like building for Moon Elf, I guess.
Well, we'll double check that later.
Yeah, double check it. It's just
Yeah.
what was like it was automatically put onto my D&D Beyond.
It's really...
I
Was
don't
that-
fucking know, man.
No, that's a few hundred gold.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
man.
that's a little... Yeah, we'll talk.
I don't know. It was automatically on there, but we can
Okay.
fucking
We'll
change it.
talk.
I don't really care.
We'll talk. So that was splint mail, right? Or scale mail. It was scale
I
mail.
think it's a
Scale
scale
mail?
mail.
Yeah,
I did say scale mail. I just saw splint on my list and was like, that's it right there. All right, so 4 javelins. 4, you said?
Yeah,
Okay,
4
so
javelins.
4 javelins. Javelins aren't worth very much. Just 1 gold for the set of them.
Sure.
But scale mail, that's a bit more. So scale mail is worth about 25 each, but I'll see what I can cut you when this is over. Looking at what else you have here for the war picks. You said there were 6 of them?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Is that everything? Or you say one of the climbing packs? Or are you keeping both of them?
We're going to keep both, I think.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea. You're getting rid of those daggers as well.
I'm good with mine. I don't need any extra, so
Yeah, I'm good with mine.
up to you guys who use them more.
How many daggers did we get?
I believe there were 2.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing we had 2.
Okay, I already have a dagger anyways, so.
Okay. All right. So between all of that, if you're selling those 2 daggers, that would normally be about 83 gold coins. For your good works for the town, I can spare a little extra. An even 90.
Much appreciated.
Now, there are a lot of dwarves that come through here. Scale like this will probably do them well. You never know what type of things exist underneath the cairn. If anyone comes and asks how you came across this, who should I say did? Do you have a name yet for your group?
No, haven't really thought about it. I
Oh.
didn't think it was really required.
You should think of one. It'll help with your branding. Might I consider Frozen Fars? Can't blame a guy for trying.
You definitely tried, but I didn't think I needed branding. That
I
sounds
guess
a
if
little
we
bit
just want-
stupid to me.
Well, I guess it makes it easier for people if they want to talk about something we did instead of having to say Callie like this in Vistra and Katarina.
I don't see
Yeah.
what's so hard about that. Our names are quite simple.
People are lazy.
Yeah, but saying one name versus 4 names.
People
Yeah,
love
but-
party names, and party names are fun.
That's true. And it makes it easier for the bards.
True, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just find a way to rhyme my name with something. I don't know.
Have you
Figure
ever
it
tried
out.
rhyming Lysithian with things?
No, because I'm not actively trying to put my name into a song.
Exactly. It's
Well, in
not
this way,
easy.
it wouldn't be in a song. It would be the party name.
You guys can pick something, and if it's not stupid, I'll go with it. I don't really
Okay.
care.
Well, if there's nothing else, can I offer you some wares? I don't know if you need any pipe tobacco or anything like that, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't
I could
smoke
do with some
personally.
tobacco.
Of course you
Like
absolutely.
could.
Puff and a pint every once in a while.
I'm good.
All right. So, some tobacco. Getting a small bag of tobacco will cost you 5 silver for some nice quality smoking stuff.
Yeah. Sweet.
So, and yeah, if there's anything else that you need to pick up since they're open.
Do you have any healing potions by any chance as well?
I'm gonna roll percentiles on that one. It's a tall order.
I know.
High or low is good for you. High or low is good for you. Pick one.
High is good. High is good.
Fresh out, unfortunately.
It's
The-
alright.
We
The
have the
exped-
one.
The expedition that was headed north to the cairn picked up my last one. Didn't seem like it fit. It helped them very much. Well, I could give you a recipe for a poultice. Takes boils, most cuts. Is that something you'd be interested in?
I tend to get like big cuts, so I don't know if that would help me, but I'll take really anything. I don't get rashes much, but it's more like stabbings is my problem.
You do have that problem a lot.
Yeah. It's alright. I was just taking a chance.
All right. Well, good luck. I'll see you next time you come through. Stay safe out there, adventurers.
Do our
We'll
best.
try. We're not great at that.
All right. With that, is there anywhere else you're headed to town?
I think that was it. It was only the 3 landmarks in the town anyways, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm,
The store,
basically.
the
That
inn,
and like
the pub.
the... well, there's the pile of rubble. You know, the rock pile that used to be a thing. There's nothing there. I'll give you that one for free. All right.
You're
No,
gonna head
just-
out with Garrett and them?
Garrett.
All right. So they will happily mush off into the frozen wilderness, sailing over the snow and ice, and before long, you will find yourselves in the middle of nowhere, once again traversing through the dwarven valley that makes its way down to Caer-Dineval. As you are mushing through and tearing across the countryside, the wind is whipping all around you in the dimness of the afternoon. Well, the dimness of the early morning. Well, early afternoon? Noon. And I'm never getting the hang of this day thing. I can't imagine what it would be like to live in this type of environment.
Terrible. I guess once you get used to it.
I don't think you can, right? Like your vitamin D just goes away. Anyway,
I mean, people in the
No,
Arctic.
you can get used to it.
can you? I guess
Yeah.
like people who grew up in it do.
My dad used to live in Yellowknife.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For
it-
where is that for Americans?
that is.
Beside Alaska.
Okay. there you
No,
go.
no,
That's-
no. It's
Isn't it?
it's right in the middle of northern Canada, Northwest Territories.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
over.
So almost Arctic.
Yeah, it's right near
Nice.
there.
Very
So-
Arctic.
That's like it's the biggest North Canadian settlement, right?
I think so. Yeah.
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 It's
All right.
right. It's right at the top end of Great Slave Lake.
Interesting names in Canada.
Right.
Yes.
All right, so as you continue mushing north, let me just check and see if you hit a blizzard. One moment. Oh, did I say that out loud? Where's my chart for that? Okay. All right. You can see that a storm is pressing in on the horizon. You managed to make it with more than enough time, and it looks like it'll probably pass in front of the path that Perilou and Garrett plan to take. With dogs, it is actually a fairly quick trip. You make it to Caer-Dineval in just over an hour.
Nice.
Not much time needed to rest the dogs. And at the end of it, you will break off inside of Caer-Dineval itself. Now, Caer-Dineval, to give you a sense of things, is... That's the wrong direction. There we go. Caer-Dineval is a small settlement. Maybe a few dozen houses that line the road leading up to a small but fairly well-maintained castle on a hill built into the rocky shore of Lac Dinenshire. Calvin's cairn is barely visible in the dimness of day behind it. And you can see that there are people bundled up moving through the streets. It's quiet here. This town is small. Even smaller than Konig. Barely 100 souls reside inside of Caer-Dineval. And as you go by the front gates, and Garrett and Perilou pull to the side to give their dogs a moment to rest, Garrett will approach you. And again, I want to thank you for everything you did. The next time you're in Targus, you have to come by. You know where my house is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't been in it.
No, but we know the general vicinity.
My husband's a really good cook. I would love it if you came by and shared a meal with us.
Sounds great.
And to take care of Boy for a little bit. I'm sure he'll miss you by then.
Yes, good boy.
Perilou will approach you as well. I wanted to say thank you for all that you did. You're, to me, big damn heroes.
Aww.
Also, since we're taking Boy away from you, keep the extra dog.
Are you sure?
It wasn't mine to begin with. It was my friend's, but if y'all want, you're welcome to that extra sled and dogs, actually. It's the least I could do, and I'm sure that he'd want you to have it. I can ride with Garrett on the one sled on the way back. I'm only about 30 pounds. The dog's kibble weighs more than me.
Yeah,
Good point.
we had to be careful with ours.
Would you be able to pull 3 sleds? I mean, there's 4 of you.
I think we can manage.
Yeah.
Like Sicilian and Katarina can both take one.
Probably.
Okay. So with that, then she is going to happily, if you will take it, hand over the reins to her dog sled.
Cool.
Now, her dog sled contains... Let me just double check how many dogs there are here. That's Tourmaline, Kelly. That's the wrong place. So, at the bottom of the hill, there are 5 sled dogs. They're going to need... Yeah. So, I was doing the math real quick. Oh, that's right. So they only have the one sled, actually. They only have the one sled because the other one got damaged. So what they can do is they can give you a couple of dogs, though.
Okay.
So they will give you, let's see, to keep it nice and even, you're down 1. So they will give you 3 dogs for your trouble. Keeping them at 3, and then you will have each have 3 on your sleds. So feel free to come up with names for the dogs yourselves or in the chat.
Chat want to take care of that?
Name
3
the good
dogs?
girls and boys.
You want to name our babies?
So,
Name the doggies?
the 3 dogs that you can keep. All right. So after the dogs are rested up, they'll give you Pearly will give each of you as much of a hug as she can at her height. Basically, Callie gets the best hug out of that, followed by Vistra, and then mostly it's leg hugs. And Garrett will give you all a good handshake, and maybe even like one of those shoulder clap hugs, you know, the back claps. And then they will head out trying to beat the storm. And you are there in Caer-Dineval. Now, where do you go? What do you look for? There are a number of different different smoking chimneys. Some of them from larger buildings that look like they should be inns or should be restaurants of some kind. Has anyone ever been here before? You wanna roll a d20 and tell me if you have?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, let me.
Um,
I rolled a 6.
A roll of
Okay,
6.
I think this one is weighted because it rolled a 1 again.
You don't even know how to spell Caer-Dineval.
yes,
15?
I've been here.
2 ones in a row. That's bullshit.
What'd you get, Vistra?
15.
15. And Katarina?
15. I was gonna go high for yes, low for no.
Okay. All right. So both of you have been here before. So with that roll, you will know that there's only one inn left in the city, and it is the Uphill Climb. There used to be another one called Dinev's Rest, but it has been closed down for quite a while. For almost a year now. The lack of trade and travel is enough that it just finally killed the place. Which is too bad, actually. It was a decent bar if one of you had been through there before. Had either of you been through here a year ago?
Would have been less than a year for me.
Okay, so definitely. Okay, and Vistra, you probably would have been a little bit longer
Yeah.
than a year there. So we'll say
Yeah.
that you've gone through there, and it was probably a sad thing to see it go, but I mean, what else are you going to do? It's nobody to eat or drink there, and
Yeah.
okay. With that, though, you do know where to head. So, do you head over to the Uphill Climb, which is a tavern and inn?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably lead everyone over there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's a place to put your dogs up outside, and as you head inside, you will see that the Uphill Climb is located in the northwest of the Caer, where it offers a spectacular view of the surrounding area. Just to give you guys a look there. So this is basically the town.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
So
Nice.
there. So, and the Uphill Climb is that tall A-frame structure that was just there at the top of the hill. Kind of off to that side.
Oh, okay.
Kind of looks like a church over there. In fact, most of the houses in Icewind Dale usually favor the A-frame design so that they can slough off the snow and not collapse under the tremendous weight. A good design decision, considering the eternal winter that they just got.
Yeah.
All right, and as you make your way into this, you have to climb up. Well, you ride up with your dog, so I guess it's not that much of a struggle. Up to the side of it, it is the highest building, except for the castle itself. And as you head in the front doors, it is, I guess, just about a little after noon. There are 6 workers taking their lunch at a table nearby. And a man a real rugged, middle-aged sort, human, wandering around and serving a thick, hearty chowder. It looks like made out of, what else? Knucklehead trout.
Of course.
Turns over his shoulder and looks at you. Good morning!
Morning.
Or good afternoon, whatever time it is out there.
It's
Morning,
always the
afternoon,
same
who
time.
cares?
Well,
Is
well
it
met,
cool
good to
out
have you
there?
here. You coming through for the day?
Yeah, we're looking for a room for the night.
Are you adventurers?
Yeah.
I could tell. Actually, you look familiar, Red.
Yeah, I've been here a lot before.
I was talking about the short one, actually.
Oh?
Yeah.
Although
Been a while.
now that you say it, you do look a little bit familiar.
I've performed here quite a few times.
Really, quite a few times. Then what's my name?
What, do I remember his name?
I don't know. Do you remember? Make me an int roll.
Int roll.
Int roll.
Hey, that's actually pretty good. I think I'm going to.
His name is Rourke.
Yeah, that was a 16.
Okay, his name is Rourke.
Rourke? Yeah.
Oh, okay, you got that right. And you're Katrina Fireswing, right?
Katarina Firestring.
I know who you are. Pull up a chair. We've got chowder here for you. It's good and it's cheap. Or, well, it's affordable and it's good. I mean, it's amazing and it's expensive.
All of those work.
It's going to be 3 silvers a bowl, but it's hearty and it'll fill you up. And if you need a top off at the end of it, let me know. It also comes with bread.
Sure.
And there's some room at the end of the long table where a bunch of workers are sitting. And they'll just kind of nod and scoot over, giving you a little more room, squeezing their elbows a bit tighter to their ribs. And a minute later, he'll come after having ladled out some of this delicious chowder for you, set down some salt and pepper next to you. And, I've got some, a little bit of good news and a little bit of bad news. The good news is that there may be some room for you, just not here. Unfortunately, we're all full up right now. However, it just so happens there's a humongous castle right next door to us. And if you go check over there, it probably wouldn't be too much of an inconvenience for Speaker Cranach to give some adventurers a room.
Good to know.
Sorry I can't do more for you there.
Quick question for you, actually.
Yeah, of course. I'm not doing anything but helping you right now anyway.
What is Cranach like? Just so we know what to expect. You know.
Couple of the men are gonna mutter a little bit. One of them is going to... Random cat. A cat runs across your table.
I'm censoring the cat booty.
Thank you, thank you.
Cat
Can
butt.
I
Against
tried
Twitch
to-
terms of service.
I tested it out. 5 ones in a row.
That
Is
shit
that-
is weighted.
Is that the one that we got from AliExpress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
And
got
then,
it
like,
on
8s after that.
AliExpress.
Yeah.
No, they sound. They're
Switch to
leaving my dice bag.
All right, fair.
They're not weighted in a good way.
You should sneak them into my rolling sets for
Oh
games.
my god.
That's right. Just like poison my dice pool.
They're gorgeous yet shit.
I've dated
Like
people
me.
like that.
Haven't we all?
All right. So some of the men will mutter to themselves. One of them, though, will make a sign of one of the gods and say, "That's not right to speak bad of the ale." Suppose that's true. He's well, we have some words for him around here. We call him King Cranach because he sure as hell thinks he is one.
Interesting. So he's a little bit full of himself.
Does he get offended easily?
I don't know what he gets up to these days. But he, have you ever seen a balloon? Like a sheep's bladder that's blown up and floats around a bit.
Sure. I've used sheep's bladders for magic before, but
Whatever works for you. He's probably about the same.
huh?
Easily punctured. and full of hot air.
So we don't let Lysithian around him then.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
not
I'm
going
thinking.
to say anything because I don't want to get this kid. It's fine. It's fine. It was a one-time thing, and as long as nobody sleeps with him, I think we're fine.
I think you're safe.
Probably.
I think you're safe as well. It's probably not going to happen. There's definitely not enough booze in Caer-Dineval for that to happen.
I
You
will
got that
test you
right.
on that.
Well, you've already got all the booze we have on the table right now. Looking around, you'll see a bunch of glasses of water.
You poor people.
Yeah. The shipment from Goodmead never arrived. So it is what it is.
Do you know why it might not have arrived? Or...
We've got all sorts of problems. So normally it would have come on the ferry from East Haven, but it was discontinued 2 months ago. So no ferry, no booze.
Oh, interesting.
So we've been bled dry. And also, let's see, the harbor's frozen over. The speaker's been ill for about 2 weeks now, bedridden, which is unfortunate. But at least he's got a castle.
What
to be in.
ails him? What ails him?
No, he's could be like a throat infection or something. Those are pretty nasty around here. All of the water coming off of the lake.
That's
I
a
know.
good.
It gets into your lungs and makes a right mess. But you're welcome to go and talk with him if you'd like. I would just maybe wear a mask or something, or a handkerchief. You know.
Good
It's-
to know.
Yeah. I doubt he will. He's a bit of an asshole.
That's what
Ooh,
we've
did-
been hearing.
Did I say that out loud? Ooh, sorry.
No,
No,
certainly
you
not.
definitely did not. Don't worry.
Yeah, but he's not really a bad sort. But I think when you live in a castle, it goes to your head, especially if it's not your castle by birth. He just kind of inherited it when he became the town speaker. The Dineval, well, the Dnevs, actually built the town with the castle there, trying to become the kings and queens of Icewind Dale. They did a good job building up the surrounding area, and then the orcs showed up. The orcs had a nice castle for a couple hundred years. And we eventually got it back, but yeah, maybe not a couple hundred years, but for a while. And then we took it back. Yeah, that's about it. So you get to see some real Icewind Dale history there.
I mean, Granick may be an asshole, but I'm never opposed to history. So,
Well, anything I can do for you, let me know. But they should be able to put your dogs up there, and they probably won't even charge you. They'll probably just make you do some foolhardy adventurous quest or something like that.
yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
sounds like what we're used to.
I imagine so. Sorry, Halfling, you've got your finger up.
I was going to ask a reminder of what Cora's son.
It is a very hard to say name, and it is Huarwar, which I will type into the chat for everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So it's in the Twitch chat, and I'll put it in our private chat right now. Oop.
And this is where,
War.
like, she thinks he went.
She said to a castle, and this is the only castle that you know of. So if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, anybody, let me know. Huarwar.
War war. It looks like how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and-
actually.
You have met this kid before, actually, a couple months
Yeah.
ago, because he was working there. I'll describe him for you so you know what he looks like. So he's quite tall, fairly large nose, dark hair that he wears kind of in like a wavy style, kind of down to around his chin. Large nose, like I said, chin, Prominent Adam's apple, about 6'3", 6'4". Fairly thin, but very broad in the chest.
Yeah, actually, friend of ours, her son supposedly came out here with a bunch of like tiefling-like people or something. But I was wondering if you'd seen him.
You'll hear one of the chairs scoot away from the long table, and a couple of the workers are going to stand up. Well, time to get back to work. Hey, you're not kidding, all right? And are just going to vacate. Well, you'll probably find them up at the Caer as well. I think they're working for Konig right now.
Okay.
It'll all make sense when they're up there, I'm sure. You have a better eye for these things than I do.
Alrighty.
How's the chowder?
Good, thank you.
I was muted, but it is very good.
Oh, don't be quiet. Sorry about the cat. Hope it didn't get your tongue.
Very funny. No, they were fun. I do like cats.
And if anybody wants to, you can give me an insight check.
I would very much
Yeah.
like to. My insight is pretty good. So.
I was gonna say, what did the workers look like? Did they have any like branding that matched the description that we were told?
No, they did not.
Okay.
They also said that they were wearing, I believe, strange necklaces.
Oh, necklaces.
I believe that's what you were told. Your focus coming out of order? So let me just double check what you were told real quick, because it has been about a month. So let's remind you. So when you were in Bremen, Cora came up to you and said that, not Lake Monster, that Horror went out into the cold to go look for the speaker a couple of months ago, and came back. The speaker managed to come home, and but Horror got separated in the blizzard and got frostbite and could barely walk. And then really took a mean turn after that. He healed, but like it's like his spirit didn't heal with it, and turned into a right jerk. When she was looking in his room, she found what looked like a shard of black ice, and he snatched it and got kind of aggressive with her. And the next day, 2 tieflings arrived at the inn and took him with them. They were wearing amulets that kind of looked like they were made of that same stuff, which you think is... sure sounds like Chardalian.
Alright.
But no, you don't notice anything weird about the workers. It just seems like they were kind of uncomfortable. The moment they did that, the moment she said tieflings around here, she scooted and just walked, or they just scooted and walked. So what did everybody get on the inside roll?
15.
16.
17.
I got 4.
I knew that was coming.
Oh no! I was
I
like, it's
got a
either
rock.
gonna be real good or real shit.
And
I
so
switched back to my tried and true dice.
glancing around, the rest of you are going to just kind of listen for a moment. It's the middle of lunch right now. This is the only place in the city. The other inn is gone. There should be more people in here. And if there aren't more people in here, what are the people who are staying here actually doing? You get the sense that maybe he's not letting you stay here for another reason? Because this place doesn't seem like it's that busy or that full. And he does seem awfully insistent that you check something out.
Callie's
My-
gonna give him her best glare and say, I don't think you're being straight with us. Intimidation, please. The
Okay,
tiny little druid just going,
sounds good.
Alrighty, so that is gonna be unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, she's into she's
Dirty
small.
20?
but
Intimidating little
intimidating.
dwarfling. So scary. So scary.
All I can say is that they've definitely got more room than I do. And I imagine that Speaker Kranek's attendants will welcome you with open arms, given how sick the speaker has been. You might be able to do the town some good up there. Checking in, bringing a little bit of warmth back to his chambers.
Oh, shit. Callie's gonna kind of put this together with other stuff and think, oh, this is shitty. I don't like this.
Thank you very much for the information. It's very helpful.
Well, shall we go
In
up to the
terms of
castle?
like a place to stay.
Well, best of luck. If they turn you away, and they won't, but if they do, come back for more chowder later. We'll see if we can get you any place in the main room, but it won't be comfortable.
Sure. I'm used to, how do you say, roughing it?
Yes, it'll be pretty rough. Alright. Mike, were you doing something?
I don't.
Okay. Sounds good. And with that, like, he'll serve you lunch, give you some water, and that's about all they have, unless you want a glass of milk, which they have a significant amount of goat's milk and sheep's milk.
I'll have some milk.
Okay, yeah. He'll
Support
serve you
Callie
some,
will. Yeah.
some sheep's milk.
It's
It is.
I'll throw them a
easy
shoulder.
digested calories.
It's true. And honestly, like, Lysithian is mostly like a dairy-tarian at this point because not very many vegetables are up here.
Yeah.
You know, like being a vegetarian up here is pretty rough.
I think
was-
we said more pescatarian.
Okay,
we
yeah,
just
you
don't
went
like,
with pescatarian, right? Okay,
Yeah,
then
I
you're
said
fine because like
yeah, I said pescatarian.
literally that's the 90% majority of the diet up here because there's
That's-
plenty. It's all that's all that breeds.
That's why I'm so squishy. Like, I don't get that like.
Trout's got protein.
No,
Come
no,
on, bro.
no. I was gonna say like if I was just strictly vegetarian, that would explain a lot.
Fair.
Oh yeah, fair. That would. That's why I keep thinking. But, all right. So a little bit of time passes. And you enjoy your meal here. Where do you go? Do you head straight up there? Do you explore town and all of their nothing? They don't even have a shop there.
Probably just straight to the castle.
Yeah,
in
straight
that
to the
case.
castle.
Yeah.
Okay. You head out into the day, and by that time, the darkness is beginning to set around the town. Wind is beginning to whip up around you, and as you head over to the castle, you'll find that a sturdy stone castle, devoid of warmth and abstention. Oh, that's a word I haven't seen in a while. Devoid of warmth and abstention, squats atop the cliffs overlooking the town and the frozen harbor. Warding the castle entrance are thick, battle-hardened wooden doors. 4 cylindrical watchtowers have wind-worn flags bearing the town's heraldry fluttering above their tiled conical roofs. These towers are connected by icy battlements and parapets. Atop the castle walls and within the guard towers, torches flicker. As you look up as well, you will see that the symbol of the town is, of course, the flag of Caer-Dineval, which is a blue field with a white tower rising above a red fish facing to the right. Or... in the distance, you can hear dogs barking down, and your dogs are happy for the chance to spend a little more time like walking around and pulling the cart, even though it's only a few, about a city block away. As you approach the front gates, what do you do?
And the doors are closed, you said?
The doors are absolutely closed.
I'm going to knock.
If Vistra yells.
Oh, God.
Of course she does.
Oi! Got some adventurers here! Here you have a sick speaker! We might help.
There's a moment where you see a couple of figures moving in one of the guard towers. Can I get an insight roll off of you? One more?
All of us?
Everyone?
All of it. Yeah,
Vistra sees nothing. 1. Net 1.
Not 1.
It gets it gets a 4 total.
Maybe they didn't hear you. 12?
18.
18. And Mike, what'd you get?
10.
10. So, Vistra, maybe they didn't hear you the first time. Lysithian and Callie, you get kind of a weird feeling. There's just a skitter of motion up top, and you swear that you might have seen a crossbow pointed at you a moment ago. But now... No, maybe it was just a glint of the light.
Callie's suspicious as fuck.
And then
Should
suddenly...
you allow it?
The front gates will open, and a man will stride out in front of you. It's a tiefling, red-fleshed with a bald crown, a ring of white hair running around the back of his scalp, wearing a blue, fur-lined long coat. His eyebrows are shock gray, with a pair of horns curving back from them. He's surprisingly portly. Probably... I never picture tieflings as being particularly corpulent. This one moves with a jolliness. Ah! Hello!
Hello.
Yo.
Adventurers,
Said you might have rooms up here.
we were expecting you.
That's
Really?
ominous.
Please,
It's odd wording.
come in. And I think we'll continue after a short break. Be right back, everybody. Also, I love the music that's playing right now. So good.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Callie's just like bullshit senses tingling.
Bullshit.
I know.
Oh, welcome to the game. The episode of Bullshit Senses Tingling. We'll be right back from Bullshit Senses Tingling, the game. Hello, and welcome back to Rime of the Frostmaiden. Now, as you enter into the first walled area of the Caer, the tiefling in front of you bows slightly, keeping his eyes firmly on you. They're bright and slightly yellow, and unsettling to look at. Greetings. As I said, we have been expecting you. Adventurers, please, come inside. My name is Caer-Dineval. It's my honor to have you here.
Well, nice to meet you.
Are you hungry?
Oh,
We just
not
ate.
yet. We just ate.
Perhaps thirsty?
Always.
I understand that the town is running low on their vintage. Luckily, the castle had ample supply in its wine cellar. Well, it did. Perhaps a bottle of nice elven rosé.
Oh, that sounds
Thank
lovely.
you.
Please, come. We have much to discuss. And he will lead you into the main Caer if you follow him. As you walk through, you step into the snowy courtyard, where footprints in the snow lead to various doors along this courtyard's perimeter, including a tall double door to the keep directly in front of you, with its unwelcoming row of arrow slits and barred windows on the upper floor. To the east of the double door is a small, single-story building with a slanted, snow-covered roof. West of the double doors are two unused merchant stalls with torn canopies. Tucked under some icy stairs in the northwest corner is a slender wooden hut, with a crescent moon carved into its flimsy door, that you immediately recognize as the privy. Yes, Vistra.
I was wondering, could I do some sort of like stone history check to know if like would I know if there's any other entrances and exits in this sort of castle? If it was like, since I'm a stone worker background-ish?
No, that wouldn't give you a sense of the rough architecture, but if you ever come
Okay.
across a secret door, that will definitely help you.
Sweet.
If something doesn't seem like it should be somewhere, you could be like, well, the foundation there doesn't seem right. Or however you sound. So he takes a few steps. Do you follow him?
Yeah.
Reluctantly.
Hayden, you're coming in a little quiet right now.
That's very weird because I am
Ah.
turned up pretty
Now you're
high,
coming in
but
well.
there we go. I think I was just off mic.
Off your mark.
But anyways, reluctantly following.
He pauses and waits to hear the crushing of snow under your feet, and then continues. As you walk a little bit forward, a pen on the right begins flooding the air with the sound of barking dogs. 6 rather friendly-looking sled dogs bounce around trying to get a look at you over their fence. Don't mind them, they're perfectly harmless. I noticed that you have dogs with you.
Mm-hmm.
By all means. Mia? Where are you, boy? Mia! As he says that, a young blonde child, no more than, I guess young adolescents, maybe 13, 14, comes out. He hasn't quite hit his growth spurt yet. Still standing a little bit taller than Vistra, but definitely shorter than either Katarina or Lysithian. And as he stumbles out, he looks a little, his clothes are a little threadbare. Definitely a stable boy of some kind. Mia, take these dogs and treat them well. They look like they could use a hearty meal. Maybe some extra trout or trimmings, if that's acceptable to our guests. I don't know if your dogs have any specific dietary requirements.
I'm aware that should be fine.
And with that, he will continue forward. As he steps toward the main door, it will actually open for him. And you'll see that it's not magic, that there are a pair of people behind it. One is a tiefling. Slightly purple skin, female, dressed in simple furs, basic clothing, but a lot of darkness to it. For just a moment, as you look at her, Lysithian, you'll recognize that. You think that was the skin of the person who was holding the crossbow, if that was a crossbow pointed at you. As you see the other door open, you will see the tall shape of Harwar, Korra's boy, clad in black. A white fur mantle wrapped around his neck, draping down to keep him warm. And just like everything else, just like everyone else here, with the exception of Mir, both of them are wearing a necklace of Caer-Dineval, as was Kadroth. Should it be Kadroth or Kedroth?
Up to you.
I'm gonna go Kadroth, because that sounds more tiefling to me.
It does.
It does. Okay. The once grand hall in front of you is lit dimly by chandeliers that are missing most of their candles. 3 long tables in the center of the hall are littered with dirty dishes, which a young tiefling servant is slowly collecting. A stone staircase ascends to a pair of 20-foot-high balconies that hug the walls. On the north landing, directly across from the main entrance, hangs a banner depicting the town's heraldry, which you've known as a stone watchtower on a dark blue field, a horizontal red fish facing to the right beneath it. Alright, and as you enter, he will take you... where's a good place to take you right now? He takes you directly through the main hall. Immediately to the left, passing by these tables, and over... let's see, to a well-appointed sitting room. A large-browed human man with a slight receding hairline and a dumb look on his face, who's about the same height as Katerina, but rather portly and thick. The quickest way to explain him is he's definitely the LeFou of this establishment. Stands there kind of eyeing you with a curled-lipped grin. He opens the door for you. Lord Kadroth? And Kadroth takes you inside of the den, throwing his decent weight around and sinking into a comfortable sofa. There's room for all of you to sit. Do bring us some tea, and a bottle of the rosé, in case they change their mind. Or perhaps mulled wine is more to your liking.
The rosé sounds fantastic.
Well, please, sit. Take off your weapons, enjoy yourselves.
I'll stand, thank you.
I'm quite attached to my weapons. I prefer to keep them on if that's not going to be a problem.
Callie will happily take her scimitar off. She is a weapon.
Yes,
Right.
She
yeah,
don't
she
care.
is.
I'm detecting, if I'm not mistaken, a touch of hostility.
I don't know why.
No,
No.
I'm a craftsman. I'm a dwarf.
She's a
I like my
dwarf.
eggs. It's my eggs. It's like a
They're
part of
very,
me.
very possessive and like personally attached.
Yeah.
For your comfort, then.
Thank you.
Whatever. I want to make you perfectly at home. As I said, we knew you would be coming here. And...
Oh.
How?
Wait, no.
They send word.
That would be Hethel, our soothsayer. She can see the future. And it was determined that some adventurers like yourselves would be coming here. That you
Good
would
to know.
deliver us from evil. That you had done great works in the east. The Duragar. You stopped them. Sunsworn's boy. Pardon me, let me rephrase that. Sunblight's boy.
Oh, is that what his name was? You guys never told me.
Well, I know that you're probably quite busy. But are you staying in town?
We were going to.
Well,
but
the
inn
innkeeper
doesn't
said he
any
didn't
room.
have any space. He suggested we maybe come and see if you had any extra rooms kicking around.
Ah, Rourke. What tricks you play.
So is he just lazy?
No,
That
he,
is- That's kind of what I assumed.
the town... Potentially, no creak forward in a chair. Potentially is bristled by our presence.
Oh,
We are an open secret. The worst kept one in all of Caer-Dineval. Save for the quality of the inn's soup. Chowder, whatever.
Why would they be bristled by your presence, sir?
Because we are a martial force. Here
Oh?
to do good deeds, but unfortunately, good deeds must be done with a firm hand. I, and my others, and he'll creak forward and stand up. I am the de facto leader of the Knights of the Black Sword. We are a secret society that have made our way into Icewind Dale to oust and defeat agents of Asmodeus, the Demon Lord. But the Devil Lord, I suppose, is more accurate. You have defeated the Duragar that were there nearby Caer-Konig, are you not?
Yes.
Yes.
It was not that difficult.
Not for you, because you are chosen.
By
You are
whom?
chosen heroes. How else could you defeat servants of Asmodeus?
Like this, and I'll like wave my hand and just like have a little flicker of energy. Not difficult. We are rather
Perhaps not
capable.
difficult for... Well... Normal people in Icewind Dale are not quite so capable. You are special. All of you. And...
So
I
if we
should-
did it, what were you guys here for? Because we did the job. You guys weren't able to, so...
Yes. We were marshalling our forces and preparing. But you were able to do it. Yes. You are most special. There are many other things afoot. The fact that you took care of something we were planning on doesn't mean that we're not aligned. Quite the opposite. It means that we are working in the same direction, like two parts of a river flowing into one. And that is why I, on behalf of the Knights of the Black Sword, ask you for two favors. First, I ask that you keep our existence a secret, regardless of the second choice that you make. Hethel has seen the future and knows that you will be instrumental in the times ahead at defeating the forces of Asmodeus. I have faith in her word and her visions. You will see her later, if you so choose. Although she says that you will see her regardless. So perhaps you've already chosen, or will choose. Not sure how this works. I'm just a bureaucrat.
Can I insight check him?
Yes, I'd
You're
like
good.
to insight check him.
Yes, you may. Go ahead. And I'm going to roll my Lindorm dice again.
That is cocked. Okay, not better. That's better. So that's going to be 17 total.
19.
Okay, so what you were going to get is insight. He is definitely full of himself. He is a bloated bag of ego. And just once again, to give you a sense of things, this is what you're looking at.
Okay.
How do you spell-
Okay.
Yeah, that tracks. How do you spell his name?
Kadroth. Kadroth.
Okay, I had that right.
Hey, give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I have to go get a band-aid for my finger that I just sliced open on my desk.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm smart and good at life.
All right, Mike,
So-
take 4 points of slashing damage.
I know. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. So as you are, so Katarina did not do an insight check, so I'm just going to keep explaining what you get off of insight. He's definitely full of himself. He's definitely trying to be magnanimous. He is not worried that you're going to, like, just kill him. He thinks that he's in control at the moment. And is trying to play a decent host. But you get the sense that, like, he doesn't feel like a trustworthy guy. You're not sure if he's lying to you, but you're sure that he's maybe not telling you ever the whole truth about things. He's definitely a politician. But he... The one thing that you will pick up on, no matter what, is that, yes, he does trust Hethel's visions. He doesn't like her at all. All of, every time he says her name, there's a little bit of spittle that comes out of his lip. Hethel. And a little sag of his eyes. Perhaps there's some conflict there. A religious leader versus a man of power like this coming into conflict is pretty common. But if you have anything specific you'd like to ask about with that insight, let me know. But otherwise...
I do.
What is it?
I have a question for you.
Yes?
Why do you want to be kept a secret? What is the point?
Because if the servants of Asmodeus know that we're here, they will kill us. They
And
will
why
raise
are
us
you...
to the ground. Yes, why are we?
Why are you such a threat? Why do you think yourself so much more powerful?
We are agents working against them. That in itself is a threat to their plans. Look at this right now. You, 4 adventurers, have done great things so far. I've heard about Caer-Konig. I've heard about an encounter that you had in on Kelvin's Cairn. And I'm sure there are many more stories that will reach my ears soon. You will be set against Asmodeus's servants, in part by the Knights of the Black Sword. Our giving you knowledge will guide you against them. If more adventurers come, and if more are prophesied to join the fight, to save Icewind Dale, well, we would definitely be a threat. But right now, we work on a much more strategic level, fanning out, monitoring them, keeping ourselves appraised of their situation. We act as information gatherers, saboteurs of their deeds and doings. How else can we prevent them from destroying what all of the folks of this fine land hold dear?
So, what is their plan? You say they want to destroy what we hold dear, but what do you know what their plan is? If you're these big knights, then if we're supposed to be these heroes of prophecy, then maybe you can tell me a little bit more so we know what we're jumping into.
Prophecy is not my specialty. You'll want to speak with Hethel about that. All I know is that you are important, and that you will be instrumental in defeating these servants of Asmodeus. She can tell you the rest when you meet her. But I understand that you're potentially suspicious. The people of Icewind Dale have become cold and distant as the darkness settles over the land. And no doubt as the servants of Asmodeus have seeded evil, turned brother against brother. The thefts that took place over in Caer-Konig. How long would it have been before people would have turned on each other? A theft, perhaps of a precious item, ends up in another man's bed. How long before blows or blades are exchanged? If you think that they started on the outside and worked their way in, I think you're mistaken. They have seeded themselves throughout this snowy land. Nonetheless, I understand that you are perhaps full of trepidation. It is why, rather than pretend to be something else, I wanted to put my cards on the table before you. Tell you what we are, and invite you, not to join us, but to ally yourselves with our cause, knowingly. I could have tried to manipulate you into doing it. I could have tried to bribe you or to send you at them with no knowledge, but you're not an instrument to be used such as that. You are allies in a fight against the devil The devil of devils. As such, if you like this castle, you are welcome if you join our cause. Or ally, more apt, to share it with us. When we heard you were coming, we prepared the East Tower. It could be yours, as well as all of the supplies you would need to keep yourself nourished and fed and ready for the fight.
I prefer more humble lodgings. This is a little bit too grandiose for me.
Yes, Druid.
Well, no, this is.
Oh, out of character? Okay.
Yeah. Does Callie recognize this group's name if they're coming from more southern into here?
You can make me a knowledge, history or religion.
Oh, I guess I could probably make that roll too. I'm from South.
They're equally good, either of those.
Then pick one and roll with it.
Let's go with history, because I don't know that she's all that up on religion. She's kind of meh. Dog. Beast eat beast. It's gonna be 18.
18? You don't think that you... No. It doesn't sound familiar. And I don't mean that in a... It doesn't sound familiar like it flew over your head. It doesn't... Maybe it's new.
What about Asmodeus?
Asmodeus? We'll say that was a religion roll. Asmodeus is one of the primary devils of hell. He is basically textbook Satan. So making deals, taking souls type of thing. There is quite a bit of Asmodeus worship along the coast. A lot of cults dedicated to him. They're not particularly good people. Particularly, I believe, in Baldur's Gate, there is quite a bit of Asmodeus worship.
So essentially, we'd probably kick those guys' ass anyways, because they'd be evil.
Hmm?
So we don't really need to team up with anybody.
You don't have to.
Not really.
I don't know. I feel like there's something kinky going on because of those medallions.
Why would you say that? It's not like I have creepy music playing in the background.
So I'm a little like...
Don't metagame, Guy.
So I noticed. No, go ahead.
Wouldn't we just kill Asmodeus's people anyways? Because they're kind of like dicks.
Yeah.
By the way, what's up with those medallions? They really say spooky.
Yeah, that was my next question. That makes
Seems
you
like an
even
odd
more-
choice.
It's very untrustworthy to those of us on the outside. It makes you seem kind of like a cult. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, little culty, little culty.
It's a little culty.
Robin, you're coming in a little louder than everybody else, just so you know.
Okay, I will.
Alright. It's weird. You got louder, everyone else got quieter. That's weird. The societies that gather in such a manner to do their works usually have some type of symbol. This is ours. I'm sorry that it doesn't meet your aesthetic approval. It is a symbol of rank.
Be sorry.
Excuse me?
You don't have to be sorry.
I feel that I've offended you. You are,
No, I'm just asking about it because it honestly gave kind of creepy vibes. That's all.
It's at that time that the door opens and the foolish-looking man from the hallway is going to enter carrying a sealed bottle of wine, as well as what was the other thing he asked for? Was something. I forget what the other thing it was, but the wine
It
at
was
least.
mulled wine as well as
some
the
mulled,
rosé.
so then a jug of mulled wine and 5 glasses, and he'll set them down on the table. May I offer you anything to drink? And he'll pour himself a glass of mulled wine.
I'll take some mulled wine and just
It's
stare him down.
he'll just drink and smile at you. Bit heavily spiced for my taste, but not bad. We do.
Maybe you don't. Oh no, I was just gonna say maybe you don't have the palate for it. I prefer more spicy foods.
Ah, my palate's a bit more delicate.
It would appear. So, just out of curiosity, what would you expect of us if we were to collaborate with you?
Can you turn it up a little bit?
Yes, I am also leaning back a little bit far. I'm very in character.
It's true. It's true. It's good. It's good.
I'll lean forward because I
Lean
have the
forward
game
in
turned up a
character.
lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Am I quieter or am I good?
You're okay. You're a little loud, but you're not bad. Mike, say something.
Okay, how is this?
You're a little quiet.
That's weird because I'm actually speaking pretty loudly.
Tilt your mic in a tiny bit.
Yeah, I turned mine up a little bit.
How is that? Is that any better?
It's a little better. And Christine?
Okay, so Callie's talking like normal.
Okay, you're good. I don't know. Zoom's being weird tonight, so sorry about that, guys.
How is this any better at all?
That's better. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
How is
This
this?
better?
Is this a little bit better?
that is a little bit better.
Is mine a
And-
little better?
Yep, just don't go any louder than that, because you doing that is about as loud as Lysithian is at their higher registry, or that higher volume. Okay, so yeah, don't swallow the mic though. Nobody swallow the mic, because then mic gets digested. Which we almost did that in generic 2 weeks ago.
Haha!
Haha. All right. So anyway, so you're staring him down, and then
Staring him down, asking him what he would expect of us if we were to collaborate.
whatever you would need. My goal is to defeat these people. I could provide you information, a tiny bit of funding. Nothing extraordinary. Unfortunately, we don't really have the resources for that. But information, we could guide you to their nests. If you're already going about it, you might as well know as many secrets as possible. We'll do the risk acquiring the information, and you'll do the risk safely doing what you already would have done. It's, as they say, win-win.
As adventurers, we are usually paid well for our work.
Now, of
That
course
is
you
why
would,
we have done what we've done. So, unless you can offer us coin plus information, I don't know how well this will work out.
oh, you said you'd be doing all of the work anyway, and why should we ally? So, I would think that the information to not be lured into a trap by supernatural beings would be a fairly beneficial payment in itself. However, what would you find would be a good fee to help you begin your trek?
What do you guys think?
What do I think would be a good fee for this?
I don't know. I think this is a bad idea personally, but
Well, why don't we think on it? Would we be able to stay here for the night?
of course.
And we could talk to you in the morning.
Perhaps speak with your soothsayer to get a little bit more information about this prophecy that you've mentioned.
Yes, of course. I can take you to her immediately.
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
One moment. Thoob! The clumsy man steps back in. Yes, sir. Make sure that all of the beds in the East Tower are turned down. They'll be staying here tonight. All right.
Kelly, can I make just a general insight check on the situation as like the situation as a
Yeah,
whole?
I would
Sure.
like to as well.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 20.
14.
What would you like to kind of get a vibe from? What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking like the atmosphere of the place, like Does it seem like super?
This is definitely a gloomy place, but you think it was a gloomy place beforehand. It seems kind of ill-kept. Like, the way that it was in there, like, people are cleaning up after large dinners. They don't seem like they're taking good care of the place. But maybe they just have large forces here? I don't know, that seems a little iffy. Generally, yeah, give me some examples of what kind of things you're kind of wondering about this place.
Like I'm kind of thinking like, do I think they're going to be actually good for their word, or do I think that they're going to try and screw us, or?
I mean, everybody's going to try to screw you. I think that assuming that everybody, even your party's going to try to screw you, is probably good for Icewind Dale.
Fair.
You don't think they're going to stab you in your beds. You get the sense that they're pretty earnest about what they're offering, and kind of so long as you don't, like, break the letter of your agreement with them, they're not going to break their side of it. He seems strangely earnest about, like, yeah, no, I'm willing to give you information and help you out on this. We should work together. He definitely is a creepy dude, though.
Okay.
And, like, I wouldn't trust him to, like, I wouldn't loan him money.
Okay. So, like, overall, it doesn't seem like the best idea, but not the worst either?
I mean, at the same point, like, what are you losing out on by taking the information, right?
True, yeah.
Like...
Honestly, Callie's giving you a great excuse to go poking around at night when nobody's watching you.
I mean, that's kind of it.
Which was her
Lysithian,
intent.
What was your vibe check on this? Like, what are you trying to get the sense of?
Me?
Yeah. Because you rolled 2, right?
Yes, I rolled a 14 total, just to
Okay.
let you know. I'm trying to see what subtext I can glean from his words. Like, if there's anything he's saying but not saying, you know what I mean?
No, he hasn't mentioned Konig at all.
Yeah, that's what I was
did find that-
suspicious.
Did find that weird.
So Konig hasn't been mentioned at all. Besides that, he hasn't been specific about the size of his forces or where they are. But, I mean, he probably wouldn't tell you that to begin with, so maybe that was just kind of something that he would play against his chest. Yeah, and he hasn't given you many information, or much information, about the nature of his order. But I don't know. I don't know what you would have gotten there, right?
Yeah, with a 14, yeah.
With a 14, and also, like, you came in kind of heavy, so he didn't really have a chance. So, that's not a criticism. That's just a, well, I mean, he didn't really have a chance to say it, so...
Yeah.
Like, not that he's not creepy and that he didn't deserve to maybe get jumped on a little, but, like, the opportunity to say that, I don't know if that's an omission then.
Yeah, no, I'm just...
I don't know. There's something, though. Maybe just keep an open air about that. Maybe there's questions that will eventually present themselves to be asked. Okay. So, with that, if you'd like, I can take you to meet Hethel right away.
Sounds great.
Sure.
It is a bit of a walk, so if you're going to drink, perhaps finish your glasses here. But cheers, and he'll go ahead and drink. And he's drinking from, just to make it stated, he's drinking from the exact same pail that the rest of you are. So, if it's poisoned, he's poisoning himself or is immune to it himself. So there we go. I almost inhaled it.
Yeah, don't...
Did.
That's not how you do it, Kelly. That's not how you
But
drink.
that's how the fish do it.
Haha.
Fish shouldn't drink alcohol either.
All right. Fish shouldn't, but they do. They're real drunks. So he'll take you out into the main hall again and lead you up the set of stairs in the center. He'll take you upstairs, and directly above the chamber that... Oh, thank you, Bricarius. We got... Thank you so much. Oh, Bricarius is doing like a ton of subscriptions. Oh.
Oh, thanks.
Awesome.
Precarious is such a cool person. Thank you so much. That makes me feel great. I think I can afford that emote now. Yeah. Alright, so as you step upstairs, you'll head into the hallway that would have... basically was right above the hallway that you just exited to on the floor before. But instead of it being a lounge room, you find yourself staring at the end of a hallway, 2 doors facing each other. He directs you toward the one to the north. Hethel is just inside of there. She's been expecting you. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to make sure that you're perfectly comfortable. When you're done, I will be in the room just past the den we were having drinks in, should you need me. If not, find any other of the knights, and they will be happy to show you around.
Good to know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I look forward to a positive relationship.
Yes.
Always.
As do we.
And he will smile and turn and wander away, leaving you directly before the door.
All right. As soon as he's out of earshot, I'm just gonna like lean into my party. So I don't trust that man at all.
No, not one bit.
He is scheming something. I don't know what. I don't like it. And also, did you notice that he didn't mention Kranik at all?
Mm-hmm.
It was telling, in a sense. You know what I mean?
Find out who knows what.
I don't know. What do you
Well-
guys think?
Let's go talk to Ethel, see what she thinks.
Yeah.
And
Alright,
I'll
find
open the door.
out
Alright.
about this fucking prophecy, I guess.
Right, as the door opens, you will hear the sound of... one moment. You'll hear the sound of a roaring fire in front of you. The edge of the room. And, let's find... A chilly draught wafts through this bedroom, despite a roaring fire in the hearth. Bundled under a thick quilt and seated in a squat rocking chair in front of the fire is a venerable dwarf with a wooden peg where her right foot should be. Next to her on a small table is a plate of food. It's a full plate of knucklehead trout, topped with what smells like goat's milk. And she looks like this.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
As the door opens, you'll hear her old, ragged voice. I've been dreading this moment.
Dreading?
What for?
Come in and ask your questions while I still draw breath. Or take too long. And leave me.
Lady Hessel, yes?
Not lady. Hethel or Corin.
Argorian. Alright. I wanted to know, according to Kadros, you said he said there was a prophecy that you saw about us specifically.
Prophecies are for fools. I see the future. There's a difference.
Good to know.
Alright.
Prophecies are fables. Soothsaying is merely history written tomorrow. As I have seen the future, I have seen it in fits. I have seen the frozen wastes of Icewind Dale, I have seen my doom, and I have seen the doom of many, many others.
So are you working for him?
Kadroth and I serve the same purpose.
Okay.
He is a competent leader. But that is not what we are here to discuss. You are here for facts. You are here for knowledge. You are here for the truth that is to come.
Mm-hmm.
Zardarok. Zardarok Sunlight. A Duragar warlord is set to conquer Icewind Dale unless he is stopped. And he will be stopped by you. I have seen it. I have seen the end of his days. Zardarok has a fortress on the surface, hidden in the spine of the world. It contains, among other things, a forge powered by the still beating heart of a red dragon.
Oh. What?
Oh.
Zardarok has a plan to systematically destroy these 10 towns. You will discover the nature of this plan if you search his fortress. However, if you face him too soon, you will certainly perish. You are too weak now. You must test your mettle. Be reforged in the fire of battle before you face him, or else fall to your doom. There are horrors that haunt the furthest reaches of Icewind Dale. Defeat them, and you will be able to overcome Zardarok. And the moment I've been dreading comes.
What is...
She starts seizing in her chair. A slight froth begins filling the corner of her mouth, and her head sags to her chest. She dies in front of you. And then the strangest thing happens. As her last breath blows from her lips, even though she's sitting in front of a roaring fire, her lips begin to turn blue. And then her eyes. And everything begins to slowly crystallize, turning to ice.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I don't know, grab an axe off Vistra and cut it off. Because that sounds like the dude from before.
Right? That's what Vistra's
like-
thinking.
What dude from before?
Icewind. The
Oh,
dude
the
that
first
Ice
guy we
Summer.
encountered? Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. It looks like she's turning to ice. She is wearing one of those Turdalian necklaces right now.
Okay.
If anybody wanted to pilfer it, just letting you know.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take it off.
No, I'm going to investigate it for sure. See if it's like anything, any specific symbolism that I would recognize, or...
And it looks like, just to give you a sense of things, it's been carved into that shape. So it's like it's less creepy than the writing suggests. So I'll just kind of move that so you don't see that word. So there you go, guys, to see exactly what I'm talking about there. So it's kind of like slightly dagger shaped, and it's just this like really cool black-blue crystal. It looks like Lysithian's eyes.
My eyes are green.
So you'll be able to... Oh, of course they are. You know, blue and green should never be seen outside of a washing machine, right? You're muted right now somehow.
I'm not. That was just leaning really far back. I said,
Okay.
fight me. The book says my eyes would most likely be green. Fight
Really?
me. Yeah. Read up on
wow.
Moon Elves Beach.
Nah, I'd rather not. That means I have to buy Sword Coast, and that's expensive.
It's in the PHB.
Is it in the PHP? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it
In
would be
the
in Sword...
Elves chap. If you go under High Elves.
Well, then I'd have to learn about elves.
It takes 2 seconds to read. I read the entire chapter in Lysithian voice. Fight me.
Hold on, one
Of
second.
course you did.
I did, because that's how I found the accent.
There we go. Okay, I'm in focus again. Okay.
Anyways,
So
done
she
yelling
will.
at you.
So you will manage to pluck that off of her neck. So Callie, you took it.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, and then Lysithian's going to check it later.
Yeah.
So are you doing anything to her? She's going to. It's going to take like maybe a round, and she's going to turn to solid ice. But when I mean her eyes, like she is dead,
She's
dead.
like coated in ice.
She is coated in ice.
That's really weird.
Do we have... I'm just going to look between the party. Do you think we maybe have 10 minutes?
Probably.
I could bar the door.
Unless we make a
Eat
fuss,
outside.
I don't think
Want
they're
to
gonna
bar the-
notice.
Okay.
I'll
can you
stand
give me the,
outside.
Well,
Can you be
Give me the
gone?
necklace.
Guys,
No,
guys.
stay. No, let me finish. I say 10 minutes. Give me the necklace.
Okay, don't go stand outside the door. We've just been talking to her. They have no way of knowing she died.
I just...
Chill.
Like her?
No, stupid. Just calm.
Excuse me.
Like, come on, guys.
Give me the necklace, Callie.
I already handed it to you. Why do you need to take it?
I need to cast something, so I'm going to sit down.
Pick it
and
already
cast-
then.
That's a fucking... I'm going to rip it out of her hand. I'm going to sit down and ritual cast Identify on this stupid thing.
Identify. Okay.
Vistra's gonna lean against the door on this side and just like ear for the entire 10 minutes is just listening in case anyone's coming by to be like, quick hide, guys.
So I have to check something real quick to see what this would give you versus another spell. Because they give me one spell that reveals some information about it, but not Identify, of course.
I have...
Identify's
just to
level
let you
2,
know.
right?
Yeah, it's level... Like, I have level 1.
Is it a level 1
but
or
I
level
can-
2 spell?
It's a level 1 spell.
Okay.
I also have Detect Magic.
Okay.
Those are my 2 spells that I have prepared for ritual.
Okay. Let me just check the text of Identify real quick. I'll tell you what it gives you. You choose an object you must touch. If it is a magic or some other magic infused object, you learn its properties. And how to use them. Okay. Sounds good. So as you ritual cast that, you will... There's definitely some type of magic here, but it's not arcane. It doesn't appear to be a spell of any kind, but this is... It's more like it's attuned to magic. Maybe something flows through it? Like a holy object would be. Because Identify does not tell you if something is consecrated or anything like that. So, like, it just... There's a tinge to magic about this. But Chardalian does that. Chardalian is a sponge for magic, and as you're looking at this with Identify, what's really coming to you more than anything is how innately magical the substance is. You are going to immediately get the sense that with Chardalian, you could make some really interesting things if you had the time and energy. In fact, looking at this now, make me an Arcana roll. I'm gonna tell you some cool shit.
Fuck, that was almost an 18. I'm so upset.
Was it
Hold
your
on.
inspiration?
Oh, I do have my inspiration. I forgot.
Okay, I just have to find the thing.
Oh
where
my
they-
god! A
Ow.
natural 20!
Oh, it's beautiful.
Nice.
Okay, let me just look up where it talks about this. There we go. Nope, that's not it. That's something completely different. That's not helpful at all. And there's no index. Why is there no index? Okay, 1 second. It's all in one of the... Nope, not a creature. Narrow. Those are the epilogues. Okay. 1 moment, and I can tell you all about this cool shit.
In total, including my arcana, it would be 26.
That is nice.
I know. I love intelligence. It's so nice.
Not that high.
What is my intelligence?
I've played that with wisdom that way, though.
I have an 18 to my intelligence with a +4, so it's
I
pretty
got
nice.
17 in wisdom.
Trying to
And
think what
19
my-
in strength.
Damn,
And a
bitch!
17 in con, and a 17 in con, and in dex.
Yeah, that's
Strong.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
15 in
my
int. So not bad, not bad. 14 in
strength
charisma,
is-
which is new.
I have 19 in charisma.
I've not
of course
been
you do.
Of course.
a high charisma for a while now.
I have 12 charisma.
There it is. Okay, it was in a box. It'll finally click as you look through this. Chardalian. Chardalian was... It's cold to the touch, even through your glove. And you realize that this would readily accept magical enchantment. This would be perfect for a wand, a staff, any other magic item. Likewise, if magic from the upper planes was used, it would immediately consecrate the item. Permanently. Conversely, the same would be true of the lower realms, immediately desecrating it. If it was, you'd probably need something like a detect good and evil spell to figure that out. But I don't think that's on your list.
Not currently.
But what do you know about that? It has to do something with... As you look at it with Identify and get that Arcana roll, if it's this hungry for magic, if it absorbs this much magic all at once, whatever it was tinged with would be like a torch. It would radiate outward. Depending on the enchantment placed on the item, the wielder, the user, the owner might be affected by it. Who knows what type of properties it could convey onto its user, or what type of changes it could make in them. It could be a definitely dangerous substance. You'll also gather as well that it appears to be about twice as strong as metal. And there's something that pops into your head. There's a story that you want to research. Something that you've heard. You can't remember the exact story. Your people didn't talk about it very much when you were growing up. Something about a drow encountered this for the first time about 100 years ago. What was his name? Drizzle? Something like that. Whatever, that drow adventurer you've heard of. A lot of people talk about him. I don't know. Drizzle. We're gonna go with Drizzle. All the R.A. Salvatore fans just, like, immediately flame bomb them. Okay. So yeah, that's quite a bit that you got from there, but, like, you'll investigate this for about 10 minutes, and that's what you're gonna gather.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely interesting. made out of the Chardalian.
Huh.
This keeps popping up everywhere, doesn't it? We found some in the Turkar, right?
Mm-hmm. We sure did.
Huh.
So,
So if they were using Chardalian and they're
They're-
using Chardalian.
they definitely are. And I think there must be some sort of connection because do you think it, because this is strong stuff, it is highly magical. You can use it for, you could consecrate it or desecrate it, and depending what kind of magic you use, and you could make many things out of it. I don't have the time to figure it out right now, but I would like to take this and study it a little bit more, if that's okay.
So it can be evil.
It can be, it is highly
So-
susceptible to magic, right?
It could
So-
conceivably make a very nice boy be really mean to his mom.
That would make a lot of sense.
That was
Because
a big personality change, it sounds like.
this can be, it can absorb magic very easily. So if I was going to put light magic into it, it would radiate that. Almost think like
And didn't
an
he
arcane
find it
focus.
in an ice storm?
That would make sense
Mhm.
and would also,
And ice, pointing at
yeah.
Dwarf. So maybe creepy bitch who trapped us up here?
You mean the Frostmaiden?
Yeah, creepy bitch. Creepy ice
Creep-
bitch.
Well, yes, but proper terms, Frostmaiden.
Well,
So do you
sometimes so
think-
proper terms are names which catch attention.
This is also true.
So
but
it's good to avoid those.
I understand. Names can have power.
Lysithean,
However, yes.
So
do you think the Nicholas could have been the reason she's ice now? And do you think that Nicholas killed her?
Possibly. I don't.
maybe?
It's,
Well, I don't know. I mean,
if
it was
it is
on her.
infused-
She went to ice. He found it in an ice storm.
Possibly. If it is infused with a certain kind of magic, that is possible. Maybe when some. Well, we noticed it when not that they had Chardalian on them, not that we saw any, but with what's his name who turned into an ice zombie. Yes.
Yeah.
So he became ice. Yes, when he died again.
Yes.
You know, so if I feel like all of this Jardalian is connected to the evil bitch, as you say.
Mm-hmm.
Evil ice bitch.
Evil ice bitch to be
To
specific.
differentiate between all the other evil bitches out there.
But, yeah, there seem to be a lot of those. Also,
Yeah.
Voting getting out of here?
Yeah, we've been here too long.
Because I feel like we
For
need
sure.
to not be incriminated around this. 'cause-
Yeah.
Well, we can just kind of go, holy crap, what happened? Put it back on her. Like,
But then
or
I
on her
just-
lap. Like, break the cord and put it on her lap.
Ugh.
I know, but if you have
Can
it,
I-
then it's really incriminating.
Oh, you're right.
Could you minor
Probably.
illusion?
We're
Nicholas
gonna
on her?
I could, but it only lasts a minute.
Oh.
There's a knock at the door.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness!
Holy crap!
I'm gonna
What?
just quickly like sharpens it.
Mr. like runs to the door, opens it. Oh my god! You gotta come in here! Something's happened!
Well, what? Sorry, it's the stable boy standing there.
Get help now!
Get help!
Do you have a healer?
What? What?
Do you have a healer or something?
She was
All
dark
of a
and all
sudden-
creepy, and then that happened.
She said, "This is
Oh.
the moment that you've been dreading," and then she turned to ice.
Yeah, I'll go get someone.
Go get help, please.
And he will run off down the hall.
Well,
Okay, so I managed to, like, say that we sleep here and think on it, right?
yes.
So I propose the sneaky ones go out after dark and go poke around a bit when we're not being watched.
That
Do you
sounds
mind
good.
All right. I'm rather sneaky.
Cast invisibility.
I don't have any invisibility prepared
But
today.
I can cast it.
Oh, you can. Okay, I misunderstood you.
Yeah, I can.
I mean,
It sounded neat, and I've always wanted to try it. So
If you're able to do it now, that is very helpful. How long does that magic last?
One
If
sec.
you know, I know it is a new spell for you.
I think it lasts about an hour, but you can't do anything like attack or cast a spell yourself.
All right.
Otherwise,
So, yeah, that makes sense.
it's not
Is
very
it
useful. It'd be great if it
concentration?
stayed invisible while you were attacking.
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
That would
Yes,
be the
but-
best.
you know, mages create spells to work a certain way for a reason, you know.
Mhm.
We really need to have more people who actually like are creative with spells and change them.
It's something that I've wanted to do eventually when I'm able. Why do you think I read all the time? Other than it's very fascinating
Okay.
to read about what magic can do, but eventually I would like to create spells of my own.
You should focus on an improved invisibility spell.
That's a good point. Maybe I'll learn that just for you.
Oh, well,
And then use it myself. But you know, it'll be for you.
I'm still happy because it means if you figured it out, then maybe I can like.
So while
Learn
they're
it
talking
sometime.
about that, are the other two of you doing anything? Like rushing around or?
Not really, no.
Okay.
got Lysithian talking about magic. I don't know what you expect.
Callie's gonna keep kind of staring at the dead body, going, "Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!"
What else is in the room? Vistra's gonna take a look around for anything.
Sure. There's that fresh fish on the table that hasn't even been touched. Besides that, there's not terribly much in the room, actually. It's a fairly cozy little kind of nook more than anything. Let me just double check. Mostly just the fire, a couple of blankets that are still wrapped around her frozen body. As you're looking around, though, Vistra, make me a perception roll.
Alright. That is dog doo-doo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Have you spent
A
your inspiration?
5.
5?
I'm
There's not much here, to be honest. She doesn't have very many possessions. And as... so did one of you, like, throw the necklace back on her?
Yeah,
Back on her lap, I
Very-
think.
yeah. I think I just like tossed it on her,
Okay.
like
Okay. A moment later... Alright, so anybody doing anything the last 30 seconds? 29.
Have a look around. See, do I see anything interesting?
You can make me a perception roll.
Okay.
I would like
Try
to
the pink
assist her.
dice this time.
You may as well.
Can
I'm
she
leaning
have
against the wall.
advantage so then I can assist her?
Yes, you may.
So roll with advantage.
Roll with
Callie,
advantage,
'cause
please.
I assisted
Oh,
you.
okay. Hey! So I rolled a 19 originally, and I managed to get that nat 20.
So there's not terribly much in this room that you are going to be able to see, except for one small detail.
Okay.
The woman is encased in ice.
Yes.
It extrudes from her flesh a good centimeter, 2, maybe an inch even. She is sat next to a roaring fire,
That's weird.
and not a single drop of water is on the floor. The fire is 2 feet from her.
Weird magic ice.
Ice that, as you look at it, you get the sense that you would not be able to melt that if you plunged her foot into the fire.
Lysithian, she's not melting.
I noticed.
That's weird.
I think it all comes back to the magical ice theory and the
Foot-
crazy ice bitch.
Yeah.
Footsteps are coming down the hall now.
Vistra's gonna like slyly take one of her small axes, hand axe, and just like hide it under a cloak.
Okay.
Just in case.
Kadroth and the 2 guards from the front, one of which is Huarwar, will arrive at the room. Oh dear. Oh.
She said a bunch of creepy stuff, pulled her necklace off, and then that happened.
How unfortunate. And he'll go over and inspect her.
She ain't melting.
Nice.
What sort of freaky magic you guys doing up here?
Callie will just have like huge eyes. She's like, what
I
the
would remind
going
you.
on?
I would remind you of what Asmodeus has been known to do. Perhaps this is a curse from him. You do know your stories, do you not?
Of course.
You can make me a religion roll to find out what the hell he's talking about.
I would definitely like to. Oh, that was almost a natural 20. I'm so upset.
Unnatural 20.
Oh, that
20?
was so close.
So what you will know, you'll think about Asmodeus. All right. So Hayden, what did you get?
I got a 12 total.
12? Yeah, there's something about ice. Asmodeus is connected to ice somehow. He did something... Jail? It's... and Callie, you'll think back and go, oh, yeah, you know the story. It's in
There was
the
that bard song.
The Lairs of Hell. There is a demon called, Levistus? He is a powerful demon that's encased in ice in the cold level of hell, and Asmodeus is his jailer.
In the Vistas?
Asmodeus is the jailer. Perhaps it is his doing.
Huh.
And perhaps it
freaky.
is because we are working against this, and he'll gesture toward the window with wind and snow blows in at that time. That was dramatic.
Yeah, it's almost like you timed it. Damn.
Almost like thaumaturgy. So,
Don't know that one.
interesting.
Hayden, I sent you a message in chat real quick.
Okay. Yes, I see it.
Cool.
Vistra's gonna say something, and she's gonna just like stare dead at Huarwar, and she's gonna be like, "Yeah, she's encased in ice, almost as thick as it is up in Bremen." And kind of look at him while she says Bremen to see if he like reacts to that word at all,
He'll
and see.
turn and give you a nice blank look. Bremen is useless. It should be buried under the ice. Give me a real city any day. I wish to be free of the past.
This
That
what
was
they
quite
call
nice there.
emo face?
I wish to be free of Bremen. Sorry, for those of you watching.
I was
wish
gonna
to
say
be
I'm
free
like,
of Bremen. That's literally what I described.
That was good timing, because you put that up right when I asked, is this what's called an emo face?
Yup.
you're scared. So, I have a question for you. Do these necklaces that you all wear, do they protect you from things?
They're symbols of good luck. They guide our actions, allow us to keep track of what we've done.
Interesting. It's interesting to know.
I suppose she won't be using that one. If you wish, you can take it with you. It should be worn by someone fighting the cause. If you agree, perhaps it will bring you luck. It's easy to enchant. You could give yourself additional powers or protections.
It is made of a very magical substance, is it not? Just looking at it.
I believe so. There's quite a bit of it around Icewind Dale. In some places, I've been told that it's like mountains or like forests of the stuff.
Can I insight him? Does he seem
Please.
like that's a reason he wants to be here? It's like for all this magical stuff that he can put on people and turn
Yeah,
into
you
his
may go ahead.
minions. Oh, hey, I rolled a 19. So that ends up being 22.
22. No, he doesn't want to be here for that. It's interesting, and he likes acting like he knows cool stuff. He's trying to impress you right now, and trying to gauge your reaction, basically. He's actually like he seems. Well, you're also going to gain with that insight roll is that he seems simultaneously kind of like, oh no, and also like.
Oh,
Bitch,
no.
I'm the undisputed master now. Ho ho ho. Right?
Yeah.
He is now the supreme leader.
It's the... Oh, no.
Until Huarwar Ren kills him.
Yeah.
Oh.
We all want that. We want Huarwar to be the next guy.
Yes, we
Yes.
do.
I want to be free of this pain.
So,
Where's the girl?
I'm scared.
You're scared.
Thank you. I don't have the Alejandro filters, unfortunately.
Oh, does he have?
He has like the Kylo Ren filter. It's so funny.
Oh God.
It's great. No, I'm just. Has this? I have a question for you. Have any of your underlings ever turned into ice before, like this?
A few times, when they've been killed, and their duties. Perhaps it is the nature of things. And dark forces work against us.
So is it
What
just
time is
you
it?
guys in this castle? Oh, sorry.
The servants, of course. And, Speaker Kranik, who's here as well. Yes, Christine, you're asking something out of character?
I just want to know what time it was.
In character right now, probably about 3 p.m.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but, I wouldn't mind retreating for a bit to bed to process all this. Like, all this information that you gave me, but also, oh my god, this was just like, ugh,
I imagine
It
this has
is a
been
lot.
quite concerning.
quite shocking.
Well, as you can see, we have an abundance of knucklehead trout. We can have dinner sent up to you later.
Sure.
be
that would
great.
be fantastic. Thank
Maybe
you.
some of that mulled wine too, if you can spare
Anything to
any.
help you sleep
Thank you.
after
Thank
such
you.
a traumatic ordeal.
Yes, it was quite a
Huarwar
shock.
fell. Prepare a grave. We should lay her to rest. She deserves it, after all of her good works. In the meanwhile, I suppose that relaxing would be the best way to deal with this. To come down. Thoob. Yes, sir. Take them to the East Tower so they may recline. Yes, sir. Come this way.
Thank you.
Thoob will guide you over to... Is it on the second floor or the first floor? So let's see... Just double checking which room they put you in. Oh, those are guard towers. Is it C15? Nope, it's C14. Yeah, I'm guessing that it would be... One moment, please. Okay, yeah, I was right. So, he will take you... is there anywhere there? We've prepared the northeast guard tower for your use. With all the firewood and food that you'll need will be brought to you. Please, come with me. With that, he will lead you outside and take you back around to down the front of the building and up into the guard tower. Up a flight of stairs. Soon you'll find yourselves in a fairly large guard tower. Now you have to walk across a wooden staircase that hugs the outer wall, climbs up there. And inside you will find that there is a fairly comfortable place set there with 4 beds. Trunks at the base of each bed for you to store your belongings if you so choose. And sconces on the wall, and there is a small fireplace in the corner. It's... Well, actually, let me revise that. Given the type of building this would be, it would probably be more of like a portable iron furnace. Like an iron stove. But there is a generous amount of wood stacked along the wall and put in a basket next to this stove. There's also, of course, some tinder twigs and a flint and steel in case you need it, as well as an amount of kindling and tinder. Yeah, so you can swipe right. I've never done tinder.
I don't know. I think swipe right is no, and I think swipe left
right is good. Swipe left.
Yeah,
is...
swipe right's
cool. I've never used Tinder.
Can tell the people that use Tinder.
I'm just...
All right.
Yeah.
So... as he leads you up there, he'll, if there's anything else that we can do for you, let us know.
I will. Thank you.
How's the townspeaker doing? I hear he's sick.
He's improving, but still, the malady is quite contagious, as far as I understand.
What is he ill with?
Some condition that it's affecting his lungs and his heart. He's on the mend. He's a stubborn old goat. But he'll be okay, given a bit of time. Is
he allowed to have visitors?
I wouldn't suggest it. Maybe in a couple of days when he's feeling a bit better, if you're still around here.
Yeah,
Can I
what
insight
about...
him?
Can you insight him? Yeah, go ahead.
I would love to insight him. That is a 19.
I did it again.
You rolled a nat 1?
Yeah, I did.
Aww.
Oh yeah, he's a stubborn old goat. He's got dragon pox. I mean griffin pox.
How many different pox? Sounds very sick.
He's got a pox of pox. A box of pox.
A pox upon you. Yes, I get it.
Oh, not upon me. I wash my hands and wear a mask.
No, you should.
Oh, come on,
make
is it
sure-
something special? Like you can tell us.
You can tell us. We're very
Flirt.
rapid adventure.
Let me just double check his.
Seduce him.
Let me double check him real quick. One
Oh
moment.
man,
I am not
wish
the
I took.
bard, but
I wish I took
Right.
suggestion, man.
I mean, I have a body count.
Okay. So yes, you may. You may. Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay.
And
Let's use the pink dice for this one.
use the pink
Do
dice for this one.
it. Do it the sexy dice.
Wait. Are you all gonna lean in and do like the slow,
Fisher,
like the bra
pulls
strap
down
drop
her
type
shirt
of moves?
and puts up her boobs.
All right. Yeah. So roll with advantage.
oh sweet, okay.
Not bad, not bad. So persuasion. That's gonna be 21.
21.
Callie's just
Get
the
it,
cutest
girl.
little halfling.
Shit.
She is so cute.
You can tell me.
All right. So as you said, he's gonna take a step back and and he's gonna trip over the fire basket and land straight on his ass and turn bright red.
Oh no!
She'll walk forward and touch him on the cheek, sort of thing, and offer her hands and leaning over to him.
I'm sorry. What
Mishra's,
were
like,
they?
Suit.
What did you ladies look?
Oh, we were just wondering about the speaker. It sounds so worrying if he's sick. I wouldn't want to get sick if it's contagious.
I mean, maybe it's not contagious.
Oh, what is it? Maybe we could help.
Just something. Something's rising. Something's come up when he's gonna just kind of like sweep. He's like wearing like a stocking hat, like a toque when he was going outside. He's gonna sweep it off and just kind of like wring it in his hands and kind of discreetly cover something with it. He's not feeling particularly well, but he should be fine soon.
Oh, well, that's good.
We
How'd you like working here? It seems like you got a good gig.
She's just gonna try and start getting information out of him.
It's the best. I'm the number 2 now that Hethel's dead.
Oh. So, do you guys have a fancy name?
The Ninth of the Black Sword.
And what do you really do here? You know, I'm sure you do much more than just gather information. You're a big, strong man, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty strong. I like to keep people in line and make sure that everything works right and none of the cultists do anything stupid. I mean, our people do anything stupid. That's the nat 1 right there. There, I gave it to you. I freaking gave it to you right there.
Oh, that sounds like a full-time job.
Yeah.
Do you not get any time to rest?
I do okay.
Yeah?
And you allowed
Yeah.
to have any fun around here?
Well, what do you do?
Lysithian in the corner.
I play with the dogs sometimes. They're good boys.
Sounds like a wonderful pastime.
And
Does anyone ever play with you?
I should get your food. Or some.
Food and drink is perfect. You know, just a little snack, so to speak.
I'm always down for a little snack.
Or a whole meal, if I'm in the mood.
Oh, yeah.
Riba?
I personally love anything with honey.
Okay. He'll try to scramble to his feet and stumble, taking a few steps before cartwheeling onto his face, getting up, looking back at you, and rushing out the door. Very, very poorly trying to hide the sudden introduction of his little friend.
Oh.
Well, I think I distracted him from the fact he said cultist.
Yes.
I was about to say they keep it.
Oh!
I knew it. The
Can't
12?
read that.
Yeah, not so little friend.
Well, damn.
He has to go. He tries to go out the door sideways and just whack. Shuts the door on it. There's like that Wilhelm scream. Yahoo!
No, it's like the fucking goopy scream. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess he was a
We're
snack
friends.
after all.
No, that's a
up.
meal.
That's why I'm like, that is a whole meal.
That's a $5 footlong.
I'll distract him, you
Keep it
guys, if
going.
you want.
That's like a third of your height, Vistra.
I'm trying not to cry because of my water makeup. Oh my god.
Oh, we're gonna get
She's
comments
not
about this.
stealthy.
I don't care.
I don't
So
care.
wonderful.
Everybody, go draw some
And that
dojinshi
chat.
about this.
Oh
That-
man.
That is Callie's
the
body
bar.
count.
+1 to confirm body count.
Oh, I'm dying.
God.
All right.
Oh god. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
So, okay.
Always wanted to do that in game.
So I noticed that not only did this little friend say that they were cultists,
Yeah.
They- also, have you noticed how much they've been mentioning Asmodeus and also Levistus? A lot. And yes, they are saying it's on the other side. However, if they are cultists, usually that coincides with all this kind of bullshit and it's all kind of intertwined. You know what I mean?
And I have a feeling they're keeping what's his face prisoner or sick
Oh,
Or sacrifice,
Absolutely.
energy, magic.
the fact that it couldn't name what it was. And
The
Yeah.
thing is, I have spells that can make people sick, right? So, there is magic that can do this. You can keep people sick. It is
Yeah, so-
literally in my book, and I start like pulling through my spell book, like it's right here.
did anybody notice if there was anything around like cats or anything like that in the castle?
Not that you saw.
No, there's no
Any other small animals? Anybody hear rats in the walls?
I would let anybody here make me a nature roll.
Callie would definitely make that.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
17.
I just
Nat
gotta see what
20.
my
Now 20, and I will give
Okay,
Vistra advantage
18
on this.
total.
24.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Okay, I'll roll again because I got a 6 for my first one.
It's about
That's a net
rats.
20.
I got an
Okay.
18.
18. So Lysithian, there's bound to be rats in here. Like, there's bound to be rats. With that many dishes left out, come on. Come on. And you think there might be a cat. Like, you notice that there were some puffs of very fine hair on the blanket that that Hethel was using.
Okay.
Callie, you are damn sure that there is probably at least one cat roaming the building somewhere. You can smell it. You just have that sense of things. And Vistra, looking at the architecture of this building, you know that this stonework is not dwarven, first of all. And undwarven stone. I'm gonna 100% double check this isn't dwarven stonework before I put this up my butt. The Dinevs. Well, from Cormyr, so I guess they're Cornish. This is human stonework. You know what that means? Bad mortar work. That means gaps. And you know what gaps mean? Rats, because they can't burrow through stone, but they can burrow through no stone.
Mm-hmm.
You would guarantee there are rats in there. You bet that if you moved a brick, in any brick in this room, you'd find some rat pellets.
Well,
So anyway, yeah, you guys are you two can guarantee, and Lysithian is
Okay,
pretty damn
yeah.
sure.
I'm pretty sure I've seen. There's got to be a cat here. I can smell it.
There are. That's the
But-
thing. There's definitely rats. Do you see how dirty
Yeah.
this place is? There are
So my
definitely
thought
Oh,
rats.
look at this. I'm
If
gonna
they
go pull a
won't
brick
notice a
out.
cat wandering around,
It comes out.
What the?
True.
I can
Humans.
turn into a cat.
Do it. There are
A
rats
nice little
around.
gray speckled one.
Sure.
Nobody will look at it.
Speaking
I can
of,
probably sneak around. I can't open any doors, of course, unless they're already open.
I will
Guess
say, a rat or a mouse would be able to go under most of these doors.
That is true.
go smaller, probably.
Vistra would like to do something fun.
Does anybody want to come with? I could cast invisibility on you and then change.
Maybe. I can't cast magic, but that would work.
At least until we get caught, and then you help me find
Yes,
out.
true. I have good spells just in case we get caught. So
Vistra, you wanted to do something fun?
I do, because I have a new ability. I would like to spend 10 minutes and see if we can find a rat, and then cast Speak with Animals and ask a rat what's been going on in the castle.
You have to spend 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's a ritual. It's just a ability that I get now.
Oh, okay.
with
Well-
your
Path of the Totem.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you get to cast it as ritual?
Yeah, that's the only thing you can.
Cool.
that's
Okay.
cool.
All
That
right.
is cool.
Yeah. Casting
lasts for
time
10
10
minutes?
minutes. Well, it's a casting time. It takes 10 minutes for me to cast it.
Oh yeah, but
And
then the
duration is 10 minutes. Oh yeah, the duration is also 10 minutes.
So then it lasts.
Yeah. We can find out what's been going on in the castle. The rats can listen.
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
Let's catch a rat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So is that your plan, to catch a rat and then
And
find
then,
out what
like,
these
maybe
rats are up to?
We'll
You
go
know, I'll go with
wandering.
I'll
I
go
can
with
be a
like,
mouse. Or rat.
Um,
Rats can squish nice and low, so they should get
rats can
outdoors.
get pretty squishy, and
Yeah.
historical objects. So I think if you cast invisibility on me, I'm quite soft, quite quiet. So you cast that on me, you turn into a rat. We sneak around the castle, and Vistra does what she does best. And Katarina, what are you wanting to do?
I'm gonna eat dinner.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can help cover for us.
Yeah, you can cover.
True.
Distract the hell out of them.
You're very.
I mean, I'm
enchanting.
sure if Thube comes back, I can probably distract him.
Yeah, it's true. Have fun.
Yeah, you got that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right.
With a plan in mind, you wait for your dinner to arrive, or go look for a rat in the meanwhile, to try to figure out what exactly is going on here with the Knights of the Black Sword. Which is where we'll pick up next time on Rime of the Frostmaiden Episode 6. We will see you there. Hey, thank you so much for watching tonight. Did you guys have some fun?
Yes.
Oh my god, it was
Yes.
so fun.
I got to seduce
I'm-
somebody in game.
Oh my god, that was so good. That was so good. I'm just picturing
never
like,
actually
this
done that.
owl around like this poor man.
Was he dumb enough? I tried to make him dumb enough.
Oh, he was so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Also, I was gonna ask you, Kelly, I'm like, why does he have my dog's voice?
I don't, because
He had the Ryuji voice.
The the thing that I found really funny about that, it was like the entire thing was like Vistra and Callie just going on and on and on and on and on, and him getting more and more flustered, and then and Katarina's just kind of standing back the entire time, and then the first thing that she says to him is, "But has anyone ever played with you?"
yeah,
Oh my god, dude, that
And
was
it's like-
so good.
it's so good. You don't even have to seduce him. You should just ask him for like a romantic walk around the castle or something,
Ooh, bitch, that's a good one.
right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even have to be like kinky stuff. I mean, it can be. Like, it's your game too.
Maybe is he gonna come back for their dinner?
Because that might occur to us
Yeah.
to get Katarina going for a romantic walk with him
Yeah.
around the castle
Yeah.
while the rest of us go all sneaky.
Yeah. What do you say?
Mhm.
We wait around until he comes back with our food and drink, and then Katarina is
You
like,
get him to show you
let's go on the
around."
walk."
I can do that.
Nice. So, yeah, I wasn't sure this game was going to be as fun as the last one because there's like not really much combat. I mean, you guys could just go and kill them all. That's an option.
That's true.
you mean.
Because it's D&D. You can do that.
Murder hobos.
Murder hobos. Hey, where's your sticking thing that dangles from the stick, the handkerchief? It's full
Oh,
of
the
knives.
hobo pack?
Hobo
Full
pack,
of
yeah.
knives.
Full
Bindle,
of knives
bindle,
and
bindle.
Bindle. That's right.
Bindle. There you go.
So,
Someone has to be the smart one.
you know, the Icewind Dale dating sim.
Oh,
Doki Doki Icewind Dale.
Oh, Icewind Doki.
Can I
Hoonie
be the
Da- Hoonie
insane
Dale?
one?
Hoonydale.
Yeah.
I am here. I
Cons-
am here.
No,
And
right?
it's so funny because I literally have a line in Honey Pop that it's like, is it weird that I like veggies so much? And Lysithian's a fucking vegetarian.
I remember that line.
I love that line. It sticks in my brain.
I
You
thought
know
that
what's
was the
really-
best way to meet you. Was that meet and find out? Oh, you're her voice actor. Huh.
Yeah.
That's the first one I got all the way with.
Yeah, she's actually one of the more difficult ones too.
Yeah, and
So-
Christine high scored her, so there you go.
Ooh, I went
my
all the way with her on the
favorite.
alpha. Dude, I'm so glad you like her. I love her. I'm so sad she's
Kiana's one of the best characters in that game.
She was
The
the
best one,
best.
the best
You.
one is the mom, but
Oh my god, I love Jessie. She's hilarious. And
The
She's-
little gray-haired one was so irritating. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
fuck, I don't want to get you. You're such a bitch.
funny story, I
Okay.
only ever auditioned for Nikki, who's like the blue-haired little nerd girl.
she's okay.
I went
She
a
looks-
lot more anime with her, and then they're like, "Oh, we like your voice. Everyone's been giving us accents for Kiana. Can you just speak? Because like what you did is like your fucking just your slate. Can you just give me your normal voice as Kiana?" And they liked it enough, and then fucking here we are.
So they weren't like you were just rolling in pretending you were like straight off of like Miami Beach type of thing.
Oh, that I auditioned for Nikki.
Nice.
And got
Nikki-
Kiana, and I
Nikki-
have never been happier.
Nikki was weird because we have a friend named Nick who was just like Nikki physically, and it's just like I'm just like I can't play this part of the game.
weird.
It's weird. It's weird.
Oh, dude. Some of my friends, like one of my best friends, Brad, he's like, we're like siblings. Like we refer to each other as siblings. He's like, nope. When my girlfriend Jess was playing it, I had to make her wear headphones or mute that part whenever we got to the fourth date because nope. Not gonna hear my sister do that. I'm like, that's fair. Because
fair.
also, like he's been in dating sims where it like gets sexy. I'm like, I love you so much, and I'm sure your performance was amazing, but I muted your ass because like it's weird. It's weird.
The problem is those games are so fun.
Oh, they're so fun, dude.
Well,
There's
I
a
love
new one
puzzle
called
games.
Shit.
Isekai
I love the matching
Quest.
part.
The what?
Oh, I've been getting like I've been playing a lot of Isekai Quest recently, which is a similar style of game. So it's on our family share, Christine, so you can play it.
Okay.
But I had to hide it from my Steam list because I'm like, I don't want people seeing the rewards I'm getting for matching these.
Dude,
I've been meaning to play Honey Pop again because I never finished it.
Isn't there a
do
sequel?
it.
They're doing a sequel?
Yeah, Honey Pop 2 is coming out.
There was a
auditioned for it.
Kickstarter. That's right.
Yeah, there's a Kickstarter going for it. I auditioned for it, but I'm like, yeah, they would just sound weird. But I'm like, I just want her in it. I just want Kiana in it. Her cousin's in it. So like,
They better not
hello?
give her an accent.
I think in the audition they wanted something slight.
Oh, okay. Well, Slight's different.
Slight's different. With
Wow.
Kiana, I actually tried stuff where it was like more slight and more like just me talking. And they are like, yeah, don't do the accent. You sound white. I'm like, I am.
Oh yeah, that's right. Honeycam Studio, because Markiplier played
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Honeycam Studio.
Me too.
Fucking, I accidentally spent like 6 hours playing that game. I was getting footage for my visual reel.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, it's been 6 hours. I have a diamond dick trophy though, so I guess
Did you have that before or after you were playing the game?
after.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was just on your shelf behind you in real life. You're
Oh
like,
no, don't you see it in amongst the Ninja Turtles?
That's not Donatello's staff. Or is it?
Or is it?
Well, Donatello does do machines, and that's a fact, Jack. All right. So, hey, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Rime of the Frostmaiden. I hope you guys had some fun and enjoyed this as much as we did, because this was a hoot. I actually really like doing the role playing heavy games with you.
Me
because
too.
you're a really good group for that. So we'll see you again next Monday. And if you're looking for other games to play, don't forget that there is Generic Fantasy Setting this Wednesday, as well as The Secret of Hexeter House on Saturday, and Werewolf the Forsaken on Sunday. Because this is the easy week. This is the easy week. I'm taking tomorrow off. So it's gonna be great. Anyway, good night, everybody. Have a fantastic night. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.